You're tuned in to Floridian Rollo. I'm your host, Floridian Rollo. Without further ado, we're on episode 2. Introduce yourself, known as Don Gordito, Uchi Glaze. What's going on with you, man?
Not much, man. Just winding down from the busy work week. How are you?
I'm doing good myself, man.
Okay,
So
that's
the
good.
title of the video is Walking Away. So there's a lot of people walking away from certain situations due to health concerns, due to things going up, people making decisions based on the climate at hand. We're not going to get into the political thing per se. We're going to get into what you're seeing. So, are you seeing more people walking away from things that make you wonder what's really going on in your perspective?
Like you mean like things that will drive you crazy or things that make you stressed out?
Right, right,
Uh, yeah, somewhat. I see. Especially when it comes to politics, I see a lot of people just like leaving politics alone. They're not as into it as they were, you know, 4 to 8 years ago.
right,
I see a lot of that. I see a lot of people leaving a religion alone. They don't talk about religion as much.
right.
Um, when it comes to like relationships, I mean, I can't say I'm seeing people walking away from relationships that I know, but of course, if you come on here, you have all these videos about people not wanting to be in relationships anymore and things like that. But in my personal
Before
life,
you
I don't.
continue, before you continue that, because that's you bring up a good point. Because I'm the one who said I don't want to deal with certain people in particular states. I'm walking away from it. It makes no sense for me to deal with certain characters. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's in real time. Yet people bring it on the air on the internet. People talk about it, and the reason for that is because if your mindset is clear of what's going on, and you're dealing with particular individuals, and all they thinking about is stupidity and nonsense and gossip and all this and that every single day, and they don't want to deal with actual things that you present to them to get us to the steps we supposed to get as a couple. It's no sense of being with the person. Just walk away.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are still into gossip and uh, like what's going on in the lives of celebrities. A lot of people are into that. Well, if you spend a lot of time on YouTube, you'll see that a lot of people are into that. But when you're offline, I don't see it as much. I see just people living their lives, just doing their thing.
Right.
If that makes sense, like they're not really talking about what's going on with, like Cardi B and Offset. I heard they're getting a divorce. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I read a headline that they're getting a
Right.
divorce or whatever.
Right.
Like there's nobody that I know personally like really talking about that. Like we're more worried about, living our lives, doing what we need to do to survive, trying to prepare for what's going to come in these coming years, stuff like that. Like nobody, I mean, nobody's really like I said, it's kind of hard for me because I work most of the time. Like
Right.
most of my time, I'm working, and
Well,
then
that's
when I
what I'm talking about because
Mhm.
you have individuals who have YouTube channels, and I discuss a few you have shown. I got it from you and other content creators that don't do content, that watch certain things that is work related. I call it the site. Some people I call it the gig. If you got your own thing like DoorDash, Uber Eats, whatever the case may be, if
Yeah,
you're doing your own thing, I call it the gig.
hmm
So when you're on the site, most people are walking away not from the 15, 16. Not to say it's not happening. People are walking away from six figures because the guy that was on the heavy side, he said, I got to take care of my health. And so
yeah, yeah. That's
it's
true.
like it's not about how much you're making. People are now looking at their health situation because honestly speaking, this is one of the few countries that don't care for your health, you're going to have to take care of yourself. And we don't have the non-GMO for the most part. And if you want to get
Mhm.
non-GMO, you're going to have to spend a lot of money to get it. In most cases, America don't want you to get those products from certain parts of the world. You
Okay.
get what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
don't allow it to go through. So that lets you know you have a lot of people making certain amount of money, yet they're not taking care of their health. Like, I got to take care of my health. Ain't nobody going to do it for me, only for me. If I don't watch what I'm doing, I could go back to where I used to be, and I'm close to that. So I got to be careful. And a lot of these places don't give you the time, because by the time you do what you need to do in these places, it's no excuse. It's just that a lot of things come up. It's if you have a family, you have a woman, you have kids. Most people don't got time to do the work ethic they always wanted to do. So when you to yourself, you could get a lot more things done. But when you have other people to depend on you, that's pressure itself. That makes you gain weight. That
Yeah.
makes you eat out more. That makes you do things you normally wouldn't do. Is if you was to yourself and you just being more active. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, as far as healthcare goes, so I live in the healthcare capital of the world.
Because a
So,
lot of people respectfully don't take care of themselves. I always realize something.
can
The
you hear me,
more
brother?
hospitals, yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
The more hospitals you have, sir, the more people are not taking care of themselves. The less hospitals you have, the more you're taking care of yourself and the more you getting the more produce. To me, the hospital became a big business in the 80s because before the 80s, from what my parents told me, there wasn't too many hospitals because everybody was getting that real stuff. A little bit towards the 80s, 90s, started to notice a little bit of a difference. 2000, the food changed. Now you don't know what you have. So it's a big business, and they are looking for so much people to be in the medical field in the Northeast. They're willing to pay more than 4 or 5 years ago because I was getting notifications from them. I'm like, what's? I'm not in that field. I don't have no. They're not even asking for degrees for certain fields. I'm like, shouldn't somebody that have a degree should be qualified for that? So that goes to show you how they dictating how we eat, what we drink, and how we deal with each other. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, like I said, I live in the healthcare capital of the world. The Boston, Massachusetts. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a healthcare is a business, but at the same time, you do have medical professionals that really do try to help their patients, because to be honest, a lot of it's on you and in your discipline. I mean, I could just use myself for example. Like, I lost 25 pounds, and the reason why I lost weight, because one thing that I do is I'm very conscious when it comes to my health. Like, I get my physicals yearly. Like, if I feel something's wrong, I have no problem going to a doctor and seeing what's going on. So I started realizing that, like, I was like cholesterol, uh, the bad cholesterol, my A1C, whatever. I noticed that it started rising, right? And I was like, I don't want to end up having to live the rest of my life on like medications, or I don't want to have to take insulin and stuff like that. So I
Right.
had to make I had to make certain changes in my diet, and just making those changes alone, like my blood work. I just actually recently got blood work again, and another reason why I do blood work,
I just
is
did my
called.
blood work recently too. I just took because I took one 6 months. I take it every 6 months. I don't know how you do yours, but I take mine every 6 months. And ever since I came back up to the north, because it's once a year when I'm in Florida, because to me, Florida has more convenient food and it's more agriculture. So I could get for my buck down there. Yes, it's inflation, However, if I want to, I gotta take the responsibility to spend more to eat right. It's not too much in these northern states. It's all solidated food.
But
So
I
go ahead,
mean
go ahead, go ahead.
nowadays, so what I was saying was, um, just by me changing my diet, because for
Hmm.
me, what I used to do is, like I said, I work a lot of hours. So
Yeah,
I would just, like, after work, I would stop by the Taco Bell, McDonald's, Burger King, Pizza Hut, Domino's, whatever,
yeah,
and just get grab food because it was convenient and that food is good. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say the food is not good. It's delicious. It's extremely delicious, but it has a lot of carbs, and that was my issue. Like, even when I go, like when I used to go to the Jamaican, well, I still do, but when I used to go to the Jamaican restaurant and then get like a large plate,
hmm,
most of that plate is rice, right? So most of it's rice, a little bit of meat, and then a little bit of cabbage, which is a vegetable, but cabbage is starch too, has starch, a lot of starch in it.
correct.
So that it was a lot of carbs. So that is what was messing me up. So the fact that I didn't eliminate carbs completely. I just eat it in moderation. And when I eat, I try to eat heavier during the daytime when I'm more active. And
Right,
then in the evening time, I try to eat light. And yo, I lost 25 pounds. And I was saying I do it's called a CBP, complete blood plant panel. The reason why I do it is because I make chemotherapy drugs, I make hazardous drugs.
right,
So I want to make sure that I'm not getting exposed to those hazards. So that's
correct,
why I do it, not only just for my physical, but I do it to make sure I'm not getting exposed to anything. And
correct.
it was good. The only thing that I have an issue with is my iron. I need to get my iron up, but besides that, I'm good because I changed the diet up. I'm not just snack like I used to snack all the time. I used to just grab something and just
Yeah,
snack on it all
snacks
the
will
time.
mess you
Yep.
up.
I
Yeah,
I I
yeah,
stopped.
fast.
I stopped doing that, and I'm more active. I mean, I joined the gym. I haven't really been going to the gym much, but I do more walking. So instead of
That
just
helps.
driving,
That
yeah,
helps.
it helps a lot. Like, if you just walk like 15, 20 minutes, it helps. It really helps a lot. And I think if more people did that, if more people, like, I'll give you an example, like diabetes is like a real, um it's a real, what you call it, a pandemic, whatever, what you call it, a health crisis.
Yeah.
But they have the like the because I actually teach patients how to use their glucose meters, their blood glucose meters. Like, they have an app to where you can keep track of your blood sugars, right? You can keep track of your blood sugars. You can record what you eat. You can record if you've been active. You can record if you've taken your medication. Like, they're making it easy. High blood pressure is another. I don't have high blood pressure, but that's another health crisis. And blood pressure can lead to kidney disease. It can lead to heart disease. Like, high blood pressure is something serious. But you can go to any store and buy a blood pressure monitor,
Yep.
right? You can connect it to your phone, and you can keep track of your blood pressure.
That is correct.
So there's a lot of things. And then, as far as food goes, like nowadays, like, healthier foods are like accessible. You can go to a supermarket and buy like pounds of frozen vegetables and frozen fruits. You see what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
eat that with your, if you are going to eat meat, eat that with your meats instead of eating rice and stuff like that.
You know
Like,
what
this
I've
thing.
been doing? I've been putting like a lot of I've been getting the carrots and certain corns, and I put it in my chicken because I make my chicken a certain way, and then I put the corns and carrots to add on to it, like nourish it to make the chicken even more delicious. A lot of people, so you're gonna have a lot of people try it. Everybody's taste buds is different, and
Yeah,
then I'll put some rice, make my rice, and
but be careful of the corn because the corn has a lot of starch, and I think
oh,
starch
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah. But I
like
don't eat the, I don't eat
carrots
the
are good.
usual corn. I don't eat the usual corn though. The corn on
Carrot,
the the corn on the cob is better than the actual corn that you get in the can.
Yeah, the corn on the cob is better, but it still has like it's still starchy, so you just got to
Yeah,
be
true,
careful.
true,
You know what
true,
I'm saying?
true.
Like potatoes, I don't eat potato. The only potato I'll eat is like a sweet potato, and I'll eat that like every once in a while. But I don't really eat potatoes like I used to. Like I used to eat, man. I'm telling you, I used to get off work, unless when I have my son, I would try to cook. But other than that, yo, I would get off work. I'll go to your local mom and pop's pizza restaurant, or like I said,
Yeah,
McDonald's, and
pizza
just
and all
eat.
that. Yeah,
And, and,
yeah,
and,
you're
it, and
right.
it and it catches up to you. And then too, I started drinking a lot of juice and soda. That's also and
Oh
you know
yeah, I
that's just
gotta be
straight
honest,
sugar.
man. I've been drinking juice,
Yeah,
and I gotta
I don't
cut.
I don't I don't that because that's straight
Definitely gotta cut
sugar.
down that.
So,
Yeah, yeah,
but I
yeah.
but I've always water was always my number one drink. So
Hmm.
I've always loved drinking water, but
Right.
juice and soda, and then I stopped drinking soda for years, but I started back
I
a
haven't
couple of
drank
years
soda in
ago.
decades.
Yeah, I started back a couple of years ago,
Uh-huh.
but I stopped. I stopped again because I realized when I was losing weight, I was like, yo, probably because of me drinking all that soda and
Right.
juice, you know? So I quit that. I do water. And like I said, like now, when I get off here, I'll eat something, but it's gonna be light. It's not gonna
Yeah.
be anything heavy. Like I'm not gonna go to the Haitian restaurant and get some frite. You know what I'm saying? You know, frite is like fried. It's like everything is fried.
Right.
It's good. It's
Right. Right.
delicious.
Right.
Like I'm thinking about it now, like yo, I want some, but it's all fried. You see what I'm saying? It's all fried, man. It has like a lot of potatoes and stuff in it too. So I'm like, I'm not gonna get that. I'm just gonna whip up some salmon here and some broccoli and call it a night.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Go ahead.
I understand what you're saying about it being a business, yeah. But then at the same time, like you yourself, you can do a lot to take care of your health. Like some things are unavoidable because some things are hereditary, but there are things that you can do to manage your health. And then like far as stress, you're never going to get rid of stress, but you can learn how to manage your stress.
Okay, so let's talk about that because that's the biggest thing,
Okay.
that's going on with our people. There's been times I crashed out, other people have crashed out. I went in on AP yesterday, and I had to take a chill pill. That was a classic though. Everybody wanted to see that side of me, man. For those who don't know, I was over by Soul's thing yesterday, and AP was talking smack. I had to let him know about himself. You know what I'm saying? Let him know what time it is. I know you had a laugh about that, Don.
No,
I know.
I didn't listen to it. I didn't listen to it
Oh,
because
you
I was
didn't listen to it yet? Yeah, yeah.
nah, 'cause I was watching the
I went in on AP. I
okay.
went in on
I
him.
was watching the Patriots were playing, so I was watching the game,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I was on the I'm an old man now, man. So I got on that
You ain't
couch.
no old man. You're a
Yeah,
young man
man.
chilling, man.
Oh
You
man.
enjoying life, man.
I was because like I said, we had a long work week. I was on that couch,
Yeah.
man, and I think I went to sleep like around that game
Now
came on at
you
7. I
you
think I
having
was in,
fun,
I
Don.
was
You
knocked
having
out like at
fun, man.
7:30.
Now you having fun, bro. It's all well
Yeah,
and good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm having fun, man, but I'm not, I know I'm not 20 anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I sat on that couch, like I said, a half hour later, I was done. So I didn't get to listen to it. But it happens sometimes. But you still like, I like the effery. You know that.
I
But
know, man.
you
Joe said
still
I
have
did
to,
good yesterday. Joe, I know, man, but it
yeah.
was like that was some good steam because that was actually a good workout for me, honestly, man. Going at this cat, man, that was a good workout because not all steam is bad steam. When you go back and forth with folks, it's a good exercise, man. So at the same time I was going at him, I was just doing my workout, man. So it is what it is. The
Well,
two to the tat, man.
yeah, yeah, but like I said, you just have to learn how to, because you're always gonna have stress, but you have to learn how to manage your stress. And that's what I've learned in the past maybe 10 years. Like I learned how to manage my stress. That's why you see me on these panels, dude. You don't see me going off. You don't see me going, like wilding out because I learned how not to let someone else take control of my emotions. You see
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying?
True, 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 true.
So, but it happens. Like, we're human. Like it happens every once in a while. It
Yeah,
happens.
yeah, yeah.
It happens. But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
but as far as like, and then you saying walking away, like I know, and this has been for a couple of years now. Like I've known many of my colleagues that work as pharmacy technicians. I've noticed that they've walked away, and one of the reasons why they walked away was because the job is extremely stressful.
Right.
Right, the job's extremely stressful, and they feel that, well, not they, we, that we're not getting paid enough to match the stress that we have to deal with on a daily basis.
Correct.
So a lot of the techs have walked away, either went into different careers or, started their own businesses, because they said that they were saying that it's not worth the stress. It's not worth it, especially since that we're not getting appreciated and we're not getting paid as much as we should. So I've known a lot, and this has been at least the last since like COVID, especially since
Try
COVID.
not to use that word because I'm.
Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
My bad. My bad.
you did,
My
man.
bad. The C-19.
Yeah. Right.
They've been walking away from that profession because
Yeah.
they're just saying it's not worth it. Even to go into other professions that don't pay as much, but it's less stressful.
True.
So they'd rather deal with the job that pays less, but it's less stressful, which brings them a better quality of life.
And that's what I wanted to get to, because you know me, I want to see brothers and sisters get their buck for their money. At the same time, honestly speaking, depending on what type of thing you do, I noticed in my field of life, when I was making, minimum wage or so money, I was enjoying my life. Then dealing with certain other things that make more money, and I seen a lot of stress on the people, and it can affect you if you're not careful. So the good thing about Florida is that, personally, even in the medical field, because I have friends in the medical field in Florida too, and they travel, they do different things, they do shows, they do different things for the people there. That's why a lot of people, even though they don't pay that much, they get to enjoy the quality of life when they get, because everything's out in the open for the most part. Whereas the further north you are, the further closed in you is, if that makes sense. Because like in the south, things are out in the open for everybody for the most part.
Well, yeah, in the south things are spread out. In the north, up where I am, things are upwards. Like things are going up. Like the building, like especially like you go to Manhattan, those buildings are huge. Like they're going up, like they're closed in. And it even like in Manhattan, you can hardly see the sun sometimes because the tall buildings are blocking the sun. Yes, I feel what you're saying.
So they pay more in the Northeast. Yet if you look at it after taxes, you're not far off from what the people make in the South. That is no state tax. Let me give you an example.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we talked about how much you make in New York if you're single compared to if you make something single.
Yeah.
The person that's single in Florida may not make as much as the person in New York. Guess what? They could get more property, more cars, more opportunities if their mind is right and be around the right people to get certain things done than if you're in New York making more money. So somebody in Florida could be making $12, $13 an hour, is living good and less stressful than somebody in New York making $30, $40 an hour.
Yeah, but the reason why a lot of people want to live in New York City is because of the amenities that it offers. It's like, people don't want to drive, so they can take the train everywhere. New York is basically a 24-hour. Well, at least Manhattan is basically like a 24-hour area. There's always something going on. That's why people flock to New York. Whereas, I still like the Northeast. I don't dislike the Northeast, but I think as you get older, it's like you don't want to deal with the cold weather. Like the cold weather is tough on your bones. Let me tell you that right now.
Right. I said that before. Facts.
Yeah, cold weather is tough on your bones, and it's like you said, the cost of living. You got to kind of keep up with the cost of living because It's like I said, there's a lot of people coming in here. It's highly competitive. So it's like, you go down to somewhere like Florida that's more spread out. They have more land, which means that you can get a better deal on a home. So like you're right. Like you were saying, you don't make as much money, but with the money that you do make, you can, buy a house with it. You can raise a family with it.
Yeah, yeah.
See? Like you can kind of do more things, even though you don't make as much as you do like here in Boston. You
Right.
know?
And the thing is that I just want people to know that you have to be where your mind could deal with. And so for me, like when I walked away from the Northeast, that's the best decision for my mental health. I noticed I was more calm. Shout out to Don Gordito. He realized a lot of people realized I was more calm and I was at more ease even when I did my shows. So like now when I'm just in the Northeast for business reasons, for other reasons, I don't let it get to me because I realize how things are. It's just that when you let money be your number one problem and you're not looking at everything else around you, that's when you fall off and somebody else is going to take your place because one minute you here, the next minute you're gone. Lord forbid. So, like, I'm going to say
Yeah.
this to you ladies because I'm going to say this to the ladies and the fellas, man. Like, you gotta get that sunshine. You gotta see what
Mhm.
it's like to be away from your home once in the blue. Like travel certain parts of the world. Like, cause honestly speaking, Don, when I went to Johannesburg, South Africa, like man, my whole mentality changed because I seen how the people was living, good and bad,
Yeah.
and they enjoying themselves. They don't like their situation. It's just
Hmm.
that they enjoying each other's company. You don't see that here no more. Everybody is not everybody. You see it's the internet, but you could see a ricochet in these places. Like everybody's at each other's throats, man. We gotta keep it real, Don.
Yeah. Well. So as far as the up north go, like even now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's starting to get dark earlier now, and then the sun isn't rising as early as it did because I'm up at 4:30 in the morning. So
Right.
during like maybe the middle-ish to end of May, the sun starts rising at like 4:30, 5 o'clock. Now it's not rising till like maybe 5:30.
Yep.
So once daylight savings time is enacted, once that comes, it's like you get up in the morning to go to work, it's dark. Then when you come out of work
It's
to,
dark.
to go home, it's dark, and that can be depressing.
Yep. Yep.
You know,
Yep.
that,
Yep.
that, that can be depressing on some people. And I joke about it too. I say that I have seasonal depression during that time because it is kind of depressing. It's like, damn,
Even
there's no type
even
of
even
sunlight.
what you call it said that even the dude Solo TV 84
Uh-huh.
Obsidian used to even
Uh-huh.
I give him that even
Uh-huh.
Obsidian admitted he was depressed.
Yeah. I
Solo
mean, it
a
could,
lot
it
of
could,
guys.
but some people like it. Like I have a coworker that loves it, right? Me, I've gotten used to it. It doesn't bother me because I was born and raised here. And then, like I said, I've lived here most of my life. So it doesn't really bother me much. But I can understand that. I can understand those people who it does make depressed. You see what I'm saying? Like I understand it. Whereas, down south, like when I lived in Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
I mean it got dark in the wintertime, it got dark at like 6 o'clock, which is to me is good.
Yeah, 7 o'clock in Florida. Not
Yeah.
to toot my horn, but
But
yeah.
in Jamaica, in
7 o'clock,
Jamaica,
7:30. Yeah, 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 yeah.
In Jamaica, it gets darker. Jamaica, it was getting darker like 6, 7 o'clock. I was like,
Yes, it's seven
yo,
o'clock. Yep, yep, yep.
I was like, that's
Facts.
early.
Facts.
I was like, that's early.
Facts.
That's early. Now Jamaica, man, Jamaica. I know I was in the
Yo, I know
tourist.
you had a great time,
I
man.
did. I had a wonderful time. I know I was in the tourist. I was in the
Yeah,
tourist
yeah,
part,
yeah.
but
Uh-huh.
Jamaica is expensive, man.
It is
Jamaica
now.
is
Yeah, it is now.
expensive, and then they wanted American. They wouldn't even like. They didn't even like say Jamaican dollars. They wanted U.S. dollars. Like when I would go buy
Wow.
something, they wanted U.S. dollars, and I'm like, yo, I got like mad Jamaican money here. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna take. They took it, but I was like, Yeah, Jamaica's expensive. It's expensive, man, and
Yeah,
they hustle
yeah,
too. Everybody wants a tip. Everybody wants a tip.
yeah, facts. Because when I went down there, recently, not too long ago,
Hmm.
the cab fare like 300 just for Montego Bay. The airport just to go downtown used to be 100. I'm like 300. I'm like 300 Jamaican dollars. I was like,
Right.
golly,
Well,
this
that ain't really not. That's like
ain't nothing. But I'm just saying for the people there, that's a lot, bro. I'm looking at their perspective.
yeah,
Like how New York is 275 and
yeah,
people, I mean 290 for the fare. People is upset about that. So I'm,
yeah.
I'm just putting the two together. That's
Well,
all.
well, but that's the thing, though. It's going to get even more expensive because you got to think they got to keep that. They got to keep that the MTA running. So to
Yeah,
keep it running, what you gonna do?
yeah. I'm,
If you want
I'm
to,
saying, I'm
I'm
saying,
just
I'm just
saying,
saying.
if you want to keep it running 24 hours, like what are you gonna have to pay? It is what it is.
That's true. That's true. But
It
let
is
me
what
ask
it
you
is.
this. Let me
Uh-huh.
ask you this. Is it
Mhm.
true? Because I don't know how true it is. I'm just
Mhm.
asking out of curiosity.
Yeah,
Because I like certain parts of Montego Bay was closed down early when I was there. Now I
yeah.
don't know where you was at. I just noticed that most places that I used to go to, they closed early because a lot of people ain't getting the money in like they used to. Because
Okay.
my lady was telling me that. She was like, yeah, she was like, yo, when you come here, you're just gonna be in the house mostly because the places you want to go to, they close early because a lot of people in the country itself is
Okay.
going through a lot financially. Even
Yeah.
the cappers and everybody, it's
Mhm.
like
So
damn, man.
so where,
Go
where
ahead.
where I stayed at the resort that I stayed in, nah, they was getting it in. So the resort I stayed in,
Hmm.
nah, they was getting like I said, I didn't really venture out because first of all, I have my son with me. And
Right, that makes sense. That
you
makes
know,
sense.
like my uncle, he doesn't really want to venture out to the only place we ventured to, we went into the mountains to see where my mom and them grew up. Because they
That's
grew up in the
that's good. That's
yeah,
good.
they grew up over there. They grew up like I want to say in Kensington. That's like 15 minutes away from like Spanish Town.
Yep.
So he showed us that. But besides that, and I think we went to Ochos Rios,
Oh, that's the
and
spot. Yep.
we went to is it St. Anne? And I went and got some beef patty because I wanted some like authentic Jamaican beef patties.
Right.
So the beef patties were cheap. The beef patties were cheap.
How
But
much was it Jamaican dollars?
so Jamaican dollars, I got four for like 1,200 Jamaican dollars, which is
That's
like
good. That's good.
which is like $1.50 American each.
Yep. Hmm.
Because I got four. Well, I think it's like no, it's like $7 American. So $7 American here will just get you two,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So that was a good deal in my opinion. That was a good deal. But the resort itself, it was yo, they was making a killing. It was expensive, yo. I'm talking about
Was it
like
all inclusive or not?
yeah, it was all inclusive. So they had like buffet style restaurants. They had like a Japanese restaurant. They had an Italian
Oh,
restaurant.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and they had like did I say buffet? They had like three or four
Yeah, buffet.
buffets.
Yeah, you said it.
Um, do like kayaking, snorkeling and stuff like that. They had the beach. You can go on the beach. They had like a water park for the kids. They had activities going on throughout the day for adults and for kids. So there was stuff to do, but it was just like yo, if you want to go out on excursions, like that dolphin trip. I'm just going to talk about it.
Right.
That
Go ahead.
dolphin trip, man. So when we did the trip, I was like, we both wanted to do it. And then I was like, I was under the impression that we were going to go into the water separately. So I was just like, yo, when I go into the water, you take a picture from my phone, right? You take a picture on my phone. You record it on my phone. And then I'm talking to my son. Then when you go into the water, I'll take a picture, right? I'll take
Right.
pictures and videos. They were like no phones. They were
Wow.
like no phones. So
Oh,
you paid like 300 just to swim with the dolphins, 300 American. Then on top of that, they wanted $140 for the pictures.
what? One
Yep.
hundred forty dollars US?
Yep, $140 US for the pictures. Then
What?
yep, then on top of that, if you had your phone on you, you had to pay 10 American dollars for a locker. I was like, God damn. I was like, man, y'all are
Oh, they
killing
changed
people.
up now. They
Yup.
changed up like
And
that.
and everybody wanted tips. So the dudes that helped you with the dolphin, they wanted tips. The dudes that took the picture, they wanted tips. Then the lunch was included, but then you have to tip the waitress. I was
Yep.
just like, yo, Jamaica is more expensive than DR. And
Yep. Yep.
and,
Yep.
and,
Yep. Facts.
and
Facts.
well, like I said, maybe the reason why that is because when I'm in DR, I'm with the locals.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's why, because I'm not in the tourist areas I mean, it's a tourist area, but it's where the locals stay,
Right. Right.
right? So when we go to restaurants and stuff like that, we're going with the locals go to. So we get the local prices. Maybe that's what it is, because I, I mean, Dominicans, they want their tips and stuff too, but it ain't, Jamaica's on another level, man. It's on another
Bro.
level. But I
Bro.
love my people though, so I didn't mind. I didn't mind
Our
tipping
people,
them.
man. Right. That's our
I didn't
people.
mind. Yeah, I didn't mind tipping them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mind.
Like me personally, like when I was there 2020 during the shutdown, it was cool. It's just like things changed.
Oh,
Like,
let me tell Cassandra. Cassandra, I did Dun
yeah.
River Falls. I did it. So I went halfway. My son finished it. My son and my uncle and my cousins, they finished it. But I hit my toe on the rock, so I only I only went halfway.
Oh, dang.
I only went halfway, but they finished it though.
I
It was
haven't been
fun.
to Dunn's Rivers yet. I haven't been there
Yeah,
yet.
it's a waterfall you climb up.
Yeah, I heard about it. I heard
Yep.
about it.
But what were you about to say? My bad.
No, I was saying like 2020, like during the shutdown, it was like it was different than it is now, and it's like I was telling my lady, I was like, look, like you think it's crazy down here? I said it's almost compared to New York in most cases. Like Jamaica is becoming like New York, man. It's coming. It's almost becoming like New York for the people down there. And we was doing some comparison notes, with the economics. She was like, "Dad," I said, "Yeah, yeah."
Yeah, and some of the reasons that they were saying, so I heard they're going to turn into a republic next year. I don't know if that's true or not,
They
but
should, man. They
yeah,
should.
but what I heard too is that the
Oh,
fact
girl was Republic, right? Because I was down there. I was down. I didn't wear the colors too, because I knew when I was down there. Well, the chick
Mhm,
I was dealing with. What year was
mhm,
that? 2015. When was
mhm.
their last one? Kevin Kelly and you should know. I forgot when they had their last thing. Was
Last
it
what?
the last prime minister? The one I went to, and I was there when that thing was crazy. They was flying they flags. It was orange and green. I didn't wear no orange or green that day. I had my orange and green outfits, but I dare not wear it. My lady didn't wear it either because she wasn't into that. The chick I used to deal with, and so the green is the Republic, right?
Um,
I
I
can't
don't know.
remember.
But yeah, he was I think yeah, he's been Andrew Holness, I think his name is. He's been the prime minister for a minute.
Yeah, he's an Ibarasi. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I
not
think
the
he's been.
Republic. Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm saying they're going to turn because I think they're socially democratic now. But I think they're going to. I heard they're going to turn into a republic, like America. America's a republic, so I
yeah,
heard they're going to turn into a republic. So maybe that'll help. But I also heard too that you don't have to be a citizen to buy land there, and that's probably hurting a lot of people.
yeah. They pissed off about
Because
that.
yeah, because anybody could just come and buy land.
Yeah. It's been Anybody could buy land there.
Yeah,
That's from
but
enough. And then a lot of the people that's going there telling the locals that they can't be at the beach is a private
yeah,
and they
yeah,
own land.
yeah,
Are you crazy? And they own land. You telling them that they can't go to the beach?
yeah, because it's private property. Yep, I heard about that too.
Crazy, man.
But
It's
but
crazy.
I wasn't able to. So they didn't give me my passport, my Jamaican passport yet. So if I would have had my passport, I could have gotten discounts from like those excursions that I've been
You
on.
don't go right.
Yeah, yeah. Because I could
Yeah.
have proved that I was a citizen. Like my paperwork, they want to see like an ID or they want to see a passport. So
Yeah.
hopefully my passport should be coming soon, and I can be like
That helps.
next
That
time I'll
helps,
be
man.
like, no, yeah, and I get a discounts. So yeah,
Because I got some deals when I was speaking patois real clearly, and
uh-huh.
that ain't work no more. They was like, "No, we can't do this for you no more." I'm like, "What do you mean
No,
you can't do it for me?" They said,
no,
"No, yeah, look, you
they
sound
got
like
to
you've
get
been in
this.
American too long."
They got to get their money, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's probably where I get it from, though, because I got to get my money too. That's probably where I get it from, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
some hustlers. But I'm thinking about DR. My brother wants to go in September, so we might go for like a couple of days, like a long weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. 'Cause you know where I want to go, man? I know this isn't on topic, but I'm just gonna say it
Good.
anyway. I want to go to Iceland.
Not bad. That's not a bad
Yeah.
idea.
I want to go to Iceland. I want to go in the wintertime because I want to go into the ice
You
caves.
want to see the sea lions?
No, 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 no. I want to go into the ice caves and I want to see the northern lights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You
So
don't want to
those
see the animals out there, the polar bears and them.
nah, I'm not trying to get mauled by a polar bear. Yeah, so
What's
I
those things that they drive? They drive on those icicles. What it's called? I forget the name of it.
we talking about the sled type thingies.
Yeah, you try to do
Yeah,
that?
I probably would do that. You know what? I think I would do that. I would do that.
Mm-hmm.
I would do that. But yeah, I want to go. I'm thinking about instead of just going to DR, just going to Iceland, man. I want to, because I definitely want to see the Northern Lights. I want to see the Northern Lights, and I want to go into those ice caves and tour those ice caves.
Right,
So,
right, right.
and they said like if you do, you got to go into the winter and it's really cold. So I think I want to take a crack at it, man.
That'd
Let's
be a
go.
good idea, man. For real,
Yeah, yeah,
that'd be good. For real,
yeah.
that'd definitely be good.
But yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like I see people, the, except on YouTube, like online. You know what we do online, but offline, I see people just living their life, man, and not worrying about what other people are doing so much. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not worried about some person making more money than them, or some person living, quote unquote, better than they are. They're just doing them.
Yeah,
That's what I see in because in my circles, nobody knows what's going on YouTube.
right,
I mean, let's just something like like maybe politics a little bit,
right.
but other than that, and they're not worried about. We're not worrying about YouTube. We're worrying about what concert we're going to go to next, like what concert we want to go to, or what trip we want to take, or like how we're going to hustle and get this money, get our money up. Like we worrying about that, and the reason why we're trying to get our money up is because of where we live is mad expensive. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's so expensive here, man. So that's what we're mostly worried about. Like I said, I love the effery. Don't get me, I love the effery. Effery is always
let
going to
me
be,
let me let me
it's always
ask
going to be a part of me.
you.
But
Let
what's
me
up?
ask you this: since
Go
you're
ahead.
talking about it,
Uh-huh.
the effery does bring in views and likes and clicks and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
The thing though is that's what most people come to see. At the
Yes.
same time, audience want to see more mature conversations and have
Uh-huh.
fun with it.
Yes.
Because when I first came on YouTube, it was fun, chopping it up with certain people. Now, I can't say the money is the only reason. It's just that the personalities, you're starting to see certain personalities. And I met up with a few people on here, man. I could tell you, man, some good, some bad experiences. I learned from it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell this to everybody that's dealing with chicks online like myself that used to deal with chicks online. Because there's some chicks online still trying to get at me behind the scenes. At the same time, I'm being cautionary because I ain't, man, because any little thing, as you learn, could be used against you. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's
And
true.
and the crazy part about it, Don,
Mm-hmm.
I learned also a lot of guys could vouch for this in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
You as well. Whether a woman talks good or bad about you, other women always want you. They want you more when a woman talk good or bad about you because they want to see if what she's saying is true. And
Yeah.
a lot of these chicks online, they having mental meltdowns just like the men. It's just
Yeah.
that I
Yeah.
see it. I see it like even the bigger channels. I'm not saying names, but I could see the frustrations in their face. They getting the money. They get into the bag.
Yeah.
Salute to those getting to the bag on the internet. Salute to those that's getting the cash apps and the super chats. I already know. I was seeing a high down, no cap. I was seeing high numbers in the cash apps,
Mm-hmm.
in the super chats and the views.
Mm-hmm.
I still didn't let it get to me because when other people start seeing you getting that momentum,
Yeah.
those same people that use your name will turn against you, man. This happens all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. It happens a lot. And it's like, are you willing to, yeah, you want to be on here to get all those donations, but are you willing to live with the consequences? Because
Yeah.
the internet's forever.
Yep, it's forever. Yep.
We all, me included, we all clipping. So
Yep. 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 Yep.
your videos are gonna last for eternity. Okay, so are you willing to deal with those consequences?
It comes with it because I
Mhm.
mean, I have even brothers. Y'all clip my channels. Y'all have your
Mhm.
reasons. Y'all
Mhm.
clipped it. I'm not no YouTuber that's gonna take it down. I'm not going in on anybody specifically. Me
Yeah,
personally, you're gonna clip. You're gonna say what you say. I was on here. I said things that's not likable. I said things that was questionable. It on people's perspective. I can't get mad at them. That's their decision. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, it comes with the responsibility. So whatever you say could be used against you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna be on here hours upon hours, man. I can't do that, man. Those days are over, Don.
yeah,
I respect to those who do it. I just can't do long hour videos. It's
yeah.
it's too much stuff going on out there for me to do and see. Whether
Right,
I have the funds or not have the funds, whether I
right,
have the money that day or not, you
right.
gotta do something outside of social media, man, because this thing will mess your brain up
It
and
will.
interfere your
It will.
relationship and money
It will.
opportunity.
And that's what I'm saying. If you do what you want to do with your life, if you want to live online more, if you want to live online, yeah, I mean, I guess that's okay. It's what you want to do with your life, but to me, offline is it's more what's the word I want to say? What is the word I want to say? It makes me feel better living offline more than online.
Mm-hmm.
It just there's a word for it. I just can't think of it right now. More fulfilling. That's the
Fulfilling,
word.
yeah.
It's more fulfilling for me to live offline and than to live online because I mean, on living online can give you a screwed interpretation of what's really going on in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It can really screw with you. So I try to balance the two. Um, I don't do YouTube as much as I used to. Like, I used to be on YouTube a lot, but I'm not on it
Yeah,
as
you
much as
used to,
I
man.
was. Yeah, I used to. I'm not
Yeah.
on it as much as I once was, but I'm gonna forever love it though. I'm gonna forever
What's
love it.
your what's your what's your best moments being on the internet? What's your top five best moments being on the internet?
Top 5 best moments being on the internet. You
Yeah.
talking about like effery?
Effery, learn
Oh,
something
anything.
that added
Um,
to your life, etc., etc. Yeah.
let's see. I would say researching how to get a Jamaican citizenship. I would say that.
Mm-hmm.
Researching that instead of just paying people to do it. I researched it myself and I cut my costs by like 95%.
Ooh,
Uh,
that's what's up.
yeah, yeah. Um, let's see. The golden age, I would say the golden age of Negro black Negro sector, the golden age, that would be from like 2012 to 2016.
I agree with that. Yep.
Um, let's see. Me finding my reconnected with my some of my family members. Like I found them online, like on Facebook, and reconnected with them.
Mm-hmm.
That let's see. What else is the golden? What else is the two more? I have two more. Um, taking my classes online, like my school courses,
Right.
like learning, actually learning stuff.
Right.
And number five, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could think of. I have to think about that. I don't know if I
Let's
can.
go about financially. Did you learn anything? Your honest opinion as a viewer on
Uh-huh.
school videos. Did you learn anything financially that enhanced your income? Did you learn anything on it? Because I have learned, certain things like YouTube wise, how to, provide services, better your thumbnails,
Uh-huh.
bring in
Uh-huh.
certain people, stuff like that to make more money. What
Yeah.
did you learn anything currency wise on YouTube?
Yeah, I learned and shout out to NWO. He used to be in Reg's chat room. Um
Okay.
I connected with him and then he helped me with some suggestions when it comes to investing in stocks. So I mean I can say I learned that. I learned like a lot of I would go on a lot of DIY do it yourself channels.
Mm-hmm.
So I would do that, and that would save me a lot of money instead of paying somebody to fix like my rear car bumper, for example. I needed it repaired, so basically I needed it replaced. So instead of me paying somebody to do it or paying a shop to do it, I went on YouTube, searched how to replace so and so bumper. It showed me, saved a lot of money. Did it myself, saved a lot of money. So I mean, I guess that those two examples would say that I benefited financially off of YouTube. Also, the fact that I started watching YouTube, I cut my cable.
Right.
So I cut my cable because there was no need to have it because I was always watching YouTube. So there was
Yep.
no need to have cable. But I used the money that I was paying for cable and I put it towards an IRA, and that IRA gave me, a sizable amount of money.
Okay, so let's talk about this important topic
Hmm.
now. Support,
Hmm.
because you and other viewers have, talk your talk and back it up sometimes.
Yeah.
What do you think was the highest opportunity for people to get? Because when I look at YouTube now, I see more of men asking more, a little bit more than women in certain cases. You know what I'm saying? Do you see the money from your perspective have clouded people to get into the effery because there's more money into it?
Yeah, of course. Because if you're doing this for like a full-time job, yeah, you're gonna do what you have to do to keep the money flowing.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, but effery is everywhere, man. I mean, look at the Kardashians. They're full of effery.
They get paid for it, yeah.
Exactly. They're full of effery. I mean, there's effery in politics.
Yep, they get paid for it. Both parties are
Yeah,
getting paid for
yeah. Look, there's effery in politics, effery everywhere. There's no escaping it.
it.
Even in
I,
religion,
I mean,
even in religion, there's
yeah,
effery in
now
religion.
that's getting messy, and I'm glad you mentioned that because a lot of y'all know me to be dealing with certain people.
Yeah,
It's ironic now they're going at each other's throats, and
I
I see
heard.
that. I
I
see
haven't
that.
watched it, but I heard.
I know they're watching. I want to say this. I know this is a
Hmm.
one-on-one interview with Don. I want to say this to both of them.
Hmm.
I saw it when I was there in Charlotte, because when I was in a particular individual's car that's doing a video on him for 5 6 hours, he didn't answer. He didn't answer his phone calls and messages, and I had to call, and then he called me back. So my thing, when you meet up with people on here, man, you know, if you talking to them behind the scenes and they're not answering you like that, that should give you the sign right there. If they're not being consistent. So hey, it happens. Yeah, the Israelite community it's at
Yeah,
war right now. It's at
so
war.
I heard about it briefly, but I don't know what the details. Like, I haven't watched because I'm not sub to either of them, so I don't watch
Yeah,
their videos. So I just heard about it briefly, but yeah, I mean,
You
when
have
money gets,
you
listen,
have
man,
the entertainers talking about it. You
yeah,
have entertainers. We're talking about C-listers and B-listers in
yeah,
Hollywood talking about it. They
yeah,
talking about them because they known for no they. And I'm like, I'm getting recommendations from channels. I'm like, wait a minute, you in the
yeah.
industry? You
When when
talking about
when
these two individuals?
when money gets involved, man, all the morals go out the window.
All the morals out the window. Yeah,
All the morals go out the window.
yeah,
No, but that's what they're about, man. And you can try to tote this religious mumbo jumbo all you want, but at
yeah.
the end of the day, you about that bread. That's why you're on YouTube monetizing videos and asking for donations and stuff. Like like I said, man, just
And
just live
remember,
your
Don.
life.
And remember, Don, I said that the Israelite community is being watched. Remember, I don't know if
Yeah.
y'all was watching me like that.
Hmm.
I'm just saying for the people that used to watch me or watch me currently, I used to say
Hmm.
the passport bros will be
Hmm.
watched. I said that
Hmm.
when I was in that community.
Hmm.
I said the manosphere over by Reg's platform. I said it would happen. The A/B listers came. It came to fruition. The shutdown what happened in 2020. It came
Hmm.
to fruition. So now the Israelite community is on the radar to the point you got President Trump talking about it. No cap. There's a
Hmm.
video out there of President Trump talking about certain communities in the religious group. And how I know that is because, when I was in Florida, I was supposed to meet up with Governor DeSantis. No cap. Governor DeSantis knew who I am. He was at the place I used to work at. So when I tell people I know certain people like Mika B, she's a 1% biker. She cool and everything. We cool. We still talk here and there, whatever. My point is that there's people that watch you, like, Don was talking about a particular individual that helped him. Over by Reg, I told Reg this. I said, Reg, you got people that's in the top percent and certain people with serious money watching you. The thing is, they would support or they like the efforts, yet they want to see a little bit of a change, and your whole life could change. Because like there's people that don't even care for money, we're willing to support you, Don. No cap. They got so much money that it don't bother them to give you 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 because they could get that back in 1 hour. No lies, Don. No lies. Somebody could give you something like that and they get it back in an hour. I seen it myself. I was like, they showed me. I was like, damn. They was like, yo, I supported you with this. Look what I got back within 30 minutes to an hour, Don. So you never know who's watching you. And I don't sleep on anybody. The thing is, a lot of content creators, man, gotta, do things that make sense. It could change. You could change. Your life could change. And when you don't focus on the money, that's when the money comes in for the most part. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. I mean, my channel's all over the place. So like and I just believe being a full-time YouTuber is a really tough job.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't see myself doing it, but more power to the people that do. But it's
Yeah,
just it's just highly competitive, man, because anybody can make a YouTube channel.
anybody can.
Anybody
Yet
can.
anybody can at the same time.
Mhm.
Reg have those important people watch his channel. Haven't watched Reg in a long time, respectfully.
Yeah.
I just know that is to be the case. Like
Hmm.
even the people I used to rock with in the truth, they have these celebrities talking about them because they talk about celebrities and all that other stuff. So you
Yeah.
never know who's watching you. Like a man or a woman that sits in the political family. Look what happened to Kay Continent. He denied to deal with Kamala Harris and the Secret Service called him. That's
Oh
how
yeah.
serious the
Yeah.
thing is,
Yeah, I
man.
heard about that.
This is real, man. So when I used to say that over by Reg's platform, people would say I was crazy. How I'm
Hmm.
crazy now when you're seeing it happen in real time.
Hmm.
Celebrities, people in certain percents and high, political affiliates. Because Trump tried to get somebody. What was the old girl name? Old girl got a video she does YouTube videos in Atlanta. The one that was in Atlanta. She does YouTube videos and work in the such and such. So you never know who's watching your channel, your platform. Go ahead, Don.
Yeah, I know about the dude. Kamala Harris wanted she wanted to be on his channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
He declined
Kaya,
it. He
Kaya,
declined it. Yeah,
Kaya.
He declined it. Yep. But Trump, because she did that because Trump was on the I forgot the dude's channel. He was on the other guy's channel, and Trump was on Tim Pool's channel too.
Yep, yep, yep,
Yep.
yep,
Did an interview with Tim Pool. So
yep.
yeah, YouTube. I mean, YouTube is where it's at right now. It's where it's at right now. But I still couldn't see myself doing it full time because it's a lot of competition, heavy
It is.
competition, and
It is.
it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
And people
Even
think
when I
it's
put out those
easy for
videos,
us
it's
to
like
get
it's a
an
lot of work.
interview. And that's another thing. People think it's easy to get an interview going on.
Yeah.
You have to know what the person is talking about. You have to match what the person is talking about for the most part. You try not to stir away as much as possible. That's why I give kudos to Shannon Sharp, man, because you know Kevin Samuels, may he rest in peace. Like to me, those are the top two of interviewers, the best interviewers of all time. It's those two. What do you say about that?
Uh, I think Shannon Sharp is better than Kevin Samuels. Um, Kevin Samuels he was okay. He was all right. I mean, what I liked about him, I liked that his show was structured. Like
Yep.
you had the intro, then you had like his monologue, then you had like the break in between it with the Money Works thing, then you had the people that were calling the show, and some of the people who were calling the show actually made it because you had a bunch of women who were trolling him. I don't know if y'all know that.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of those, because I know one personally, okay, that would call and say like, "Oh, I have mad kids, I have 3 kids by 3 different men, and I want a man making 6 figures." Right? I know someone who personally did it, and she was just trolling him.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and he fell for it. At first he fell for it. Then he was like he cussed her out and hung her up on her, but like they kind of made the show too. So his show, I like the structure of it, but
Mm-hmm.
his interviewing and his debating skills, they were all right. Like I was gonna,
Yeah.
I had wanted to call in on his show to debate him about his his opinion on what a high value man is. Like I wanted to debate him on that, but unfortunately he passed away. He
Yeah.
passed away.
Well, looking back at it, he's obviously when you look at things now, you do need to not to say that anybody making less than 100,000 that's less of a man. It's just that
Uh-huh.
just to get with family and certain things in certain
Yeah.
areas, you're going to at
Yeah.
least need to make close to that.
Well,
To
right.
survive.
It depends. It depends on what area that you live in. But
Right. That's
again,
what I'm saying.
it's like
Yeah.
the majority, the vast majority of Americans do not make over
No, they
$100,000.
don't. No, they don't. That's
The vast majority. And then when you think about the world as a whole, it's even less than 10%. So
now. I will say this though, Don.
mhm,
When the AdSense hit, that's
yes,
when content creators, did a change.
you're talking about when the AdSense
Yeah, you used to
apocalypse when
make
the
more
apocalypse.
money on YouTube than now,
Yeah,
fam.
yeah, yeah.
Bro, bro. Whether you had a smaller channel or
Mhm.
remember there was no thing with the 4,000 watch time that you
Yeah,
used to make more. Now I'm gonna
yeah.
say this because I was listening to. I know a lot of people don't rock with Angry Man, but I do listen to him from some time when it comes to certain information because I see his results on Instagram and on X, bro. You could make a killer if you got the right audience. You could make a killer than sometimes on YouTube. No cap, Don. And I
Oh,
remember telling Reg that it's going to be some competition coming soon to YouTube. I'm not saying this right now, but it's knocking on the door.
nah, there is because
Yeah.
a lot of people use like his blueprint. Like because like I said, he was one of the first that I've seen in this space that would allow people. It didn't matter your subscriber count or whatever or your views. They can come on and rock out.
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody's doing it.
Yep.
Everybody's doing it now. So, he did kind of fumble it a little bit. He did fumble the bag a little bit because we were trying to tell him, like, look, man, you have something good going. You just have to come to grips with the fact that, your channel is not all effery, but I mean, I would say maybe 50 to 55% of it
I
is.
was waiting for
Right?
that video. You say he had KS on. If you had KS on, he should have capitalized on that while he was alive.
Well,
Like,
that was before KS blew
still,
up. Yeah, that
that's
was before
still
he
you can
blew up.
still use that
I
though,
remember
man.
that video.
That because if KS went on your thing when you wasn't, that could speak volumes because a lot of people can't say that.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't say that. That's like that. Even though I'm not dealing with these people, and you
Hmm.
had AP talking smack, at the end of the day, those people came to my panel.
Yeah, you had a lot of people
Since
that were
I'm
down red.
no, hold on. Since I'm a slow person, AP say I'm a slow person, but this slow person had big time people on my channel. I had those two characters. I had Mark the Messenger. That's a big platform. That ain't no slouch. I had the big time old school Israelites came to my platform. I had big time passport guys came to my platform. So I must be doing something right to not have that much of a buzz to the point I even had Pastor Dow and them act like they never knew me. They knew who I was. When I did that thing in Charlotte, that was the biggest thing in Hebrew Israelite history. Ain't nothing topping that because you got all the Israelites camps talking about that. Even ones who came out of their sleep talking about it. Go ahead, Don.
Yeah, there was a YouTuber that he
Even
doesn't claim.
O'Shea, I had O'Shea. My bad. I had O'Shea.
Yeah,
I had
he doesn't.
Solo. I had
He
Black Ram. I had big time people came by me.
Yeah, he doesn't claim passport bros, but he travels a lot and he has a nice sizable channel. Like he's known in the travel sector. Um, he had to have watched my uh, uh Portugal video because
Mm-hmm.
he did the exact same type of video that I did, like all the landmarks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He went to the exact same landmarks that I did. Like even in order, it seemed like in order. So I was like, and I was like, word, that's cool, man. I'm glad you learned from it. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you watched the video and I'm glad you learned from it because I put that video out so people won't be spending like, tons of money to try to tour a city that you can take the public transportation in.
Yep.
You see? So I was happy.
I even had Man of Tomorrow over here. I had
Yeah.
Mr. Research over here back in the days. I
Yeah.
mean, come on, man. I had like ARC over here back in the days.
Yeah.
I had Player Supreme. I had
Hmm.
a lot of people, man. I had a lot of people used to come by my channel. So that's why I just laugh at people, man, because they wish they had those people on their platform to get the notoriety, to get the views. Man, that's a respectable thing. Even though I don't deal with these people no more, it's a respectable thing. I won't ever forget that because a lot of people will wish they had those people on their platform. I had Red Supreme on my platform. I mean, come
Yeah.
on now.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was happy that someone watched it and used it to have a good time in it was Lisbon, have a good time in Lisbon.
Mm-hmm.
So so I was good. That was like I didn't need like anybody like giving me props for it. I didn't need like any donations. I was just happy that somebody watched it and then utilized it.
Yep.
Yeah, so I was happy with that. But yeah, people like especially the smaller channels, the larger channels watch the smaller channels and then take from the smaller channels too. They
Of
take from the
course.
smaller channels.
Of course. They're
Yep.
gonna do what they do to capitalize.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they take from the smaller channels. So
Can't
yeah.
I mean just like the big industry, like they learn from the people that didn't get into the industry. They took
Hmm.
their rhymes, took their
Yep.
lyrics, and
Yep.
made it seem like it was theirs.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, just what it is, man. But
The crazy thing about it, before you go down,
oh no,
like,
I'm good.
oh,
I'm not.
before, oh, I know. Okay, okay. Just want to make sure because I know you're on time consuming. I know you're a busy person.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at it like most of the smaller channels get more things organized and connect people than the
Hmm.
bigger channels. This is the crazy part.
Right. Because the smaller channels, it seems like you can be more authentic with the smaller channel. You can be more yourself.
Hmm.
When you have a smaller channel, but when you have like a bigger channel, I guess you gotta like if you want to keep the money flowing, you
You're gonna
gotta
have to
like
talk about some. Yeah, you got to
yeah,
talk about what they want to hear. Yeah,
right, you're right. You gotta talk about what the masses want to hear. Yeah, exactly,
they
exactly,
ain't coming to no big channel. They hear
exactly.
no talk when we talking for the most part. Even though we
Right,
talking some
right.
sense and having fun, and it now ain't no big. Not to say no, some big channels don't do it because some do from time to
Yeah,
time.
yeah, 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 yeah. So that's why I like the smaller channels, and I like dealing with people in the smaller spaces because I just feel they're more organic and they're like I said, they're more authentic. And I think they're just as talented as the people in the people who have bigger channels.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's what I like. That's what I like. That's why I like the smaller spaces.
Yeah. So what I did was I
Hmm.
learned something with the Cash App. I'm trying to get it to it. Shout out to Angry Man because he's the only one that does it. And it was no Tommy did it first. Yeah, it was Tommy. Tommy did it first because we used to see it go across the screen. Angry Man made it more sufficient. I got the Cash App thing. What I'm gonna do is when I get this OBS thing situated, get it more, get more things added onto it. I'm trying to get this Cash App added to the screen so I don't have to shout it out when people send me Cash App.
Oh, don't can't you put it like on your heading or something like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to learn that. How do you? That's what I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, you could put it on your heading. Because I did it before when I did my live stream. I didn't put like a cash app. I just put like I forgot what I wrote on the heading, but you can put it in it. Just scroll, continuously scroll on the
Oh no,
screen.
no, 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 no! Not the Cash App scrolling through the screen on
Okay.
StreamYards. I'm
Okay.
talking about how Tommy and Angry Man have their thing when they show the Cash App go through the screen. When the people send the Cash App, it goes.
Oh, okay, okay,
Learning how
okay.
to do that.
Yeah.
I know how to do what you're talking about already.
Hmm. You might have to like pay for StreamYard to do that. Like you have to have the paid version to do that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to talk to them. Yeah.
You might have to have the pay
No, I'm going
the
to
paid.
talk to OBS. I'm going to talk to the OBS crew
Okay.
because
Okay.
they will tell me how much I have to pay to add it on. But StreamYard, I don't know if I want to pay for StreamYard again. I like the new thing with StreamYards. I'm hearing
Hmm.
they're making it better.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We'll see.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not paying for anything. No, I'm not paying for anything yet. Like I said, I don't see myself doing this full time. I'm gonna put out, I put out my videos and I want to put them out. Now I can get better at editing. Like I want to get better at editing and maybe make them like a little more polished.
Hmm.
But other than that, nah, I'm good. I'm content.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna just work for the man and just work on the plantation and
No,
hopefully
I mean you're doing your thing, man. I mean it's
yeah, yeah.
because here's the crazy part about it. You think about it, you go a lot of places, man. A lot of
Mhm.
these. That's one thing I want to say. It's not wrong doing content, make your money. If you're making your money, do you get through the ceremony of what you're going to talk about. But
Yeah.
a lot of them don't go nowhere, dude. I don't. It don't
Nah,
make no sense, man. It don't make
they
no
don't do nothing.
sense, bro.
Exactly. And that's one of the things. It's like, I mean, why am I gonna listen to you? You don't do nothing. Why am
You
I
don't
gonna
go
listen to
out,
you?
don't travel,
You
nothing.
no traveling, nothing. Not even in your own city.
Yep, facts.
You know what I mean? Like you don't have to travel overseas, but I mean, you don't even go to places in your own city.
It's because think about this, Don.
Hmm.
It's like most people recognize me when I go certain places. I'm not saying I'm known, but who knows, right? The thing is, it's like celebrities; they can't go nowhere either when you so known, it's a paranoia that kicks in. You think everybody's out to get you. Don't the celebs say the same thing?
Yeah, but they're not celebs like that though. Like, come on, man. Like you were just talking about Angry Man. Most people don't know who Angry Man is if he steps out
That's true.
of his house. You know what I'm saying? I know he has 700K subscribers, but come
I
on
don't
now.
recognize. Sometimes I could walk by a celeb and I don't recognize them until somebody
Yeah,
else. Even yeah, so even A-list celebrities you could walk by you don't even know.
yeah,
So
and
you're right about that. So it's
that's
just
what I'm
like
saying.
I
It's
said,
like,
it's a
come on.
paranoia thing. It's a paranoia thing. Let's just keep it real. It's a lot of
Yeah,
paranoia.
they just
When
or
you,
they really can't afford to go nowhere. That it could be that too. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like they'll stunt online, they'll stunt on here like they got money like that, but they really can't afford to go nowhere.
remember those houses is you know about those payments, and I know about those payments.
Yeah,
And when you deal with homes, people don't realize, man, you don't see none of that money until after 15 years. I'm gonna say this, and Don, you could tell me if I'm wrong because you own homes longer than me. When you get a home in America, you don't see your money to 15 years. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Now, outside of America, you're gonna see money for your buck within 2 to 3 years if you do right by it. In America, that's why I was telling my friend, I was like, yo, I ain't gonna see none of that money until after 15 years. All that money go right back into the house because anything happens, it's
you
not the
gotta pay
people
for it.
that's staying there. I gotta
Yeah,
take care of it.
you gotta
So you
take care
don't
of
see
it.
nothing to 15 years. Do you agree with that?
I think it just depends on like how much it depends on how much you put down on the house and like, how
Mhm.
much you're renting it out for. What you're doing with the extra money that you're getting. Like I know some people who get when they get the extra money, like they'll pay off the mortgage with it, and then whatever's left over, they'll like save it for like emergencies or repairs and stuff like that.
Yep.
I,
Yep.
I know I know other people who would like just spend that money, like they
Hmm.
just spend it like frivolously.
Yeah.
Did I say that correctly? Yeah,
You said
frivolous.
it frivolously. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
correct.
frivolous. Okay, so they'll like spend it like but I know people who actually save it or will like pay the mortgage. They'll pay it double, like they'll pay a double excuse me, mortgage, so they can pay it off quicker, so they can pay it off in 15 years.
Hmm.
And then that way, once they pay it off in 15 years, all that money that they're getting from rent is there, like it can go in their pocket.
Yep.
So yeah, I think it all depends.
Depends on the area that because like when I look at the things now, man, like Miami, man,
Yeah, I
listen,
heard I heard Miami's getting
woo,
expensive. Never been, but I heard it's getting expensive.
it's out the ballpark. Even to the point F and F
Hmm.
is going through it because of their decision making.
Yeah,
Yo, you got to be mindful. I mean, you're gonna do what you do, but it comes like you
yeah.
said, God, it comes with consequences,
It comes
man.
to consequences. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's up? So I haven't watched them in a minute. What's up with them now?
I don't know, man. I just know that they on what you call it. What's the face? What's the face? What's the name of it? The other one, because
Rumble?
Obsidian's on there. Rumble,
Yeah.
and on it's another name. What's the name you pay for the service? It's connected to
Uh,
Rumble.
uh, Locals?
Yeah, locals. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what
But
they do.
they're still getting views on YouTube though, right?
Yeah, but they're not monetized. But
Okay.
old boy blew up heavy. He going at the one with the single mom show.
The single mom show.
The dude, the young dude from the song "Single
Oh,
Mom."
the dude with the diapers. Oh, he has a
Yeah,
channel.
yeah, yeah. He's over 150,000. Yo, bro, he blew up quickly.
Oh yeah.
He's at 150,000 subscribers. I'm like, God,
That's
please.
because that's because he's going at them.
It's not only because he's going at them because he got. Remember, he went on Day Show.
Mhm.
He went on Saint the Center,
Okay. Okay.
and and he's blowing up. Dude, he's the next Charleston White, the younger version of
Okay.
Charleston White.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know.
Because you see Charleston White be doing it, bro. Charleston White be
Yeah.
getting paid 30. stats just to come on the show.
Yeah.
Bro, when you get to that point that people are willing to pay you because they know they're gonna get that money back, you know you the ish.
Yeah.
He's the only one that I know of that get paid that than anybody else on YouTube. And that's
Does
what Tommy messed up. He
does
messed
does,
the bag
Charl-
up because he
does
used to get
Charleston
paid
White
to come on the
does,
show.
Does Charleston White have a YouTube channel?
I think he has an Instagram and
Okay.
Rumble. I don't know if he's
Okay.
on YouTube. He's
Okay.
on the stream. It's a streaming company. He's dealing with Jay-Z's people, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, yeah, something like that. That's
Mm.
crazy. You get paid 30 stats to come on somebody's show. And hey, he's an entertainer. I mean, like you said,
Yeah.
people love that.
Yeah.
People love the effery, man. So that's
And I,
why.
and I and I think more people, especially like in the small sectors, I think they should do more collabs, like real life collabs, like meet up and do collabs.
Yeah,
I think they should do more of that too. Like I wouldn't mind doing like a collab video with somebody. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like
right.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
If
And
you and B Triple X and Kevin Kelly was to do like a series on your channels, man, because now we know Kevin Kelly is known because of Tariq.
right.
You know what I'm saying, even though he didn't
Yep.
want publicity, it came. Now they know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They know who he is. That's
I don't think Brian would do it though. I think Brian wants to stay in the shadows. I don't think Brian would do it. I actually wouldn't mind doing something with like Kevin or Brian either, but I don't think they would do it. I don't think Brian would.
yeah. Well, that's the conversation y'all should have because y'all really talk offline a lot. So
Yeah, I think, but yeah, that's something. I think it should be more of that though. I think it should be more of, especially us, the smaller channels. It should be coming together
yeah.
and making videos. You know.
Yeah, well, no. Meetups ain't turning out well these days. That's true. At the same time, we're talking about people that take care of their business offline. When you deal with people online, it's different than dealing with people offline. That comes
Yeah,
online periodically. That's what he don't understand. Because like most of the comedians, like Desi Banks and them, King V, and Johan Jones,
yeah,
like they met up with other YouTubers, you know what I'm saying, that's about their business. That was regular working man before they blew up. So
right.
we can't let the past, because if I'm gonna let the past or anybody let the past affect their future, you don't know what you're missing out on. You could
Yeah,
lose out on something big by being paranoid and shit.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I probably would meet up with somebody that I like spoke to offline.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I would meet up with them. I wouldn't meet up with somebody that I just talked to on YouTube. Like I would have to like speak to them
Yeah.
offline.
And the crazy thing about the whole situation, Don,
Uh-huh.
like me, I met up with these people. I met up with the other cat that had the chick on about 3 times, and I talked to him. The other situation, I met him for the first time, and we both from New York. That's the crazy part. But anyway, the thing is, man, you don't ever move a person that quickly, man. That's man, bro. I don't know you like that. Nah, I'm not doing it. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I got things to do. Sorry, because
Yeah.
because it's crazy, bro. Like I'm not laughing. Like I'm laughing seriously. Like yo, man, like certain things that just don't add up, man. It's, you got to be careful, man. How you deal with people on here.
Right. Like I talked to like I've talked to a few ladies offline that I met on YouTube and they're cool. They're
Mm-hmm.
cool, man. Like we haven't like I haven't had anything go to,
Then that
I
step,
haven't
yeah,
had anything come well, I haven't had anything come back to online.
mm-hmm.
So I mean so far so cool. So far so good, man,
Well, here's the thing, man. You can tell me if I'm wrong or not. When they can't control you, I'm not saying they controlling you. When they can't have their way with you, bro, man, listen, man, ain't no different with these bras,
Uh,
man.
yeah, but I try not to let it. I try not to let it get there. Yeah, I try not to let it get to that level because especially if we lived in the same state in the same area, it'll be different. But if we live in different states, nah, I'm not gonna let it get to that. I'm not gonna let it get to that level. Yeah, I'm not gonna let it get to that level.
Because you gotta think about it, man. Like when you take care of yourself
Uh
and
huh.
they see your appearance, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When they see you
Yeah.
dressed up, suited and
Yeah.
booted, man.
Yeah.
KS was right, man. That attracts a lot of women, bro. That attracts a lot of women. They like that shit, man. They like that ish. The modern woman will do anything to be around me. That's
But that's another thing too, man. Most people don't. I mean, that's another thing with Kevin Samuels too that I disagreed with. Like most people are not wearing suits like that, man.
no, not suits like that, but appearance does matter on the internet. I have to agree with that. Um, Me, I don't like to show myself on my on my good days and my bad days, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tommy did the same thing. Most content creators show they good and bad. But if
Yeah.
you want to get an appealing outfit, you gotta look good, bro. I'm sorry. And
Okay.
that's how the woman is doing good. She could be ratchet, but if her appearance is on point,
I mean, yeah, because she's a female, and then especially if she has like a nice body too. Yeah, she's gonna get views.
yeah, even if she covered, because I've seen some women cover still
Yeah,
get a
that's what
lot.
I'm saying. Yeah, even if she's covered. Yeah.
So, but a lot of the men, we can't look sloppy, man. We can't. We gotta look on point, man. And sometimes I look messed up. I will
Hmm.
admit it. And
Hmm.
sometimes people see me like, oh damn, Raleigh, you dressing nice. And
Yeah.
fucking cash apps went up based on my appearance. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because it's
Yeah.
not what I talk about. Let me explain something, Don.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's not what you talk about. It's how you look with people, man. And especially in America.
Yeah.
Like if you got a decent car, you can
Hmm.
still get some views and support and stuff like that. You in that high end car, man, people will do anything to get your attention. This is how
Yeah.
America is.
Yeah. I mean, if I was thinking about doing those type of videos, but I would be like in my work scrubs.
Mhm.
I would try to play it with, I would try to use that angle, like my work scrubs, and I was thinking about maybe getting like a stethoscope and just just doing videos and stuff.
You gonna get them nurses watching your video, yeah?
Uh, yeah, doing something like that. But
Yeah.
I don't have a fancy car. I got a Honda CRV.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Um,
that. Hey,
I
you
know.
gonna
I love.
that's gonna get past when you put that scrubs on. They're gonna be like, Don, I want to do you now.
I'm driving. I'm keeping that Honda until the wheels fall. Literally until the wheels fall off. I'm keeping
Nothing
that
wrong with
Honda
that.
forever. But
Nothing wrong with that.
yeah. But I'm not gonna buy a fancy car just so I can make YouTube videos.
No, of
Because
course.
a lot of these dudes they be renting those cars too. You know that, right?
I know some of them do.
Yep. A lot of them do.
So yeah, some of them do. Yeah, a lot of them
Yeah.
do. A lot.
A lot of them are renting those cars or they're leasing those cars. They don't really own them.
Now I would say the ones. Okay, I say two are legit. The ones that do the um, what's his name? Lashonda. I can't say. I'm saying the woman's name. I can't think of his name, but it's two guys that do the skit with the chicks with the what they call it, gold digger thing. I
Hmm.
don't. I think they get. I think they pay those cars. I think they get a lot of money. They get a lot of views.
Yeah, but those cars are expensive, man. Those
Yeah.
cars are expensive, and just because
Some
you
are
pay
rented. I will agree with that because I rent
a,
certain vehicles,
a
but
lot of those cars, a lot of those cars are rented, man. Come on, a lot of those cars.
I know, but they get a lot of views off of it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they pay the chick to be a gold digger.
All right, yeah, and they paid the cameraman and they pay the actress. Yeah,
Yeah,
yep,
skits. You could make a lot of money doing skits. You could
yeah.
make
Like
a lot of money.
Yeah, like I wouldn't mind doing like a, I wouldn't mind doing skits. I wouldn't mind doing skits. Like if I'm gonna do videos, I want to do something different. I don't want to just do um panels all the time. You know what I mean? Like I don't mind
Yeah.
doing. I wouldn't mind doing it sometimes, but I don't want to do it all. I want to do like skits. I want to do like travel videos. I want to do um collabs, like real life collabs. Like
Mm-hmm.
I want to meet the person and then let's do a video together, stuff like that. That's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I had like a hobby, I want to do a video based on my hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to make I wouldn't want to make YouTube feel like it's another job because
Yeah, true, true, true.
I already work enough jobs. So
True, true, true that, true
I
that.
would I would want to keep YouTube as a hobby, like something I enjoy. So when I do a video, like when I do those meme videos, I actually
Enjoy.
enjoy
Yeah, yeah,
doing those meme videos. It doesn't feel like work.
yeah. Facts, facts,
Okay.
facts.
So I don't want YouTube to feel like work, and I don't want to feel like I'm obligated to make a certain type of content because of cash apps and donations. I want to make the type of content that I want to make, that I'm interested in.
Let me say
You know?
this, Garnish. You're right. I remember there was a point in time that I didn't get no support for a minute, right? And it
Hmm.
happens to the best of us. And you never know who could watch this video between us, and who's to say nothing could happen after this.
Hmm.
That's why, I will admit I was, like shout out to Warren because like, yo, keep the chat open. Now I'm gonna talk about that because I didn't keep the chat open for a while because it was the nonsense with the comments and the foolishness. I just got tired of it, you know what I'm saying? And then when Warren said that, it made sense because he's like, you never know, man. Like, just give people a chance. I know you don't like certain things, but hey, that's what you got the mods there for. So if you don't like what you see and what he's saying that code, just block him. That's it. But yeah, man. Yeah. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, just get you some moderators, and if they see something that you don't like or something that can damage your channel, yeah, time them
Mhm.
out, block them. You know.
Yeah.
So, but me, so let me talk about this bounty thing too, since I
I
know it's
want to
not,
talk about that because that's
yeah,
Reg's thing. I
yeah,
gotta give Reg credit for that.
yeah,
That's another thing he should have capitalized off because
exactly,
Antoine
exactly.
used it.
Yep,
Antoine,
yep.
um, all these other channels, they make serious money,
Fatty Autumn do it. They all
and,
using it now.
and he made his worth $1 too, bro. I'm not gonna disrespect him.
Uh huh.
He should not say $1 2 dollars, bro. You
I mean,
worth that. You worth,
yeah,
and I'm not cool with him like on that respectable level because I'm gonna say this why. I supported that man. Other people supported that man. As a
yeah.
content creator, he has not supported other content creators like that.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I can. Yeah.
And this is my thing with me. If I'm supporting other content creators, even the ones I fell out with, they supported me.
Yeah.
He does not support other content creators. That's why he's not seeing the things he's supposed to see. If
Yeah.
he was to give back the reciprocation to other content creators to where I did and others did,
Yeah. He probably would have. He probably would
he
have
would have
blew up
blew
even
up.
more.
He would have
Yeah,
blew up
even
by
more.
now.
But the bounty thing, right? So this is
Yeah.
how I would. This is how I would do a bounty. So when I do a bounty, I'm not trying to get you kicked out of the live stream for the whole time, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
the chat for the whole time. I just
Hmm.
when I do a bounty, I want you out just for the time that I'm on the panel, basically, right?
Hmm.
Just for maybe at the most, maybe 15 minutes at the most. Like I'm
Hmm.
not trying to get you banned from the channel. I'm not trying to get you blocked for the day. I'm not like that. So
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do all that. I would want to do it the way I would do it. I wouldn't charge
It's
people a
fun
lot of
doing
money.
it though, man. It's
It,
fun
it
doing
can
it.
it can be like I wouldn't charge people a lot of money to do it. I wouldn't charge like I maybe at the most maybe $5 at the most because I want people to participate. And then, like, if you're charging like $20, $30, like, many people are not going to participate because they don't have it like that. They're not going to spend $30 on somebody, just to kick them off a panel. No. So
But I give those people that do it, man,
yeah,
because Antoine, that's how Antoine became who he was. Fight Club. Yo, Aaron, bro. Aaron made over 100,000 in Cash App, bro.
wow.
Listen, bro. Him and that chick each made over 100,000 in Cash Apps
From what, bounties?
from the bounties on Fight Club, and Antoine gave it to them. Like, yo, that's why everybody don't like Antoine. But I'm gonna say this. He did look out. He does look out for his people, like O'Shea does.
Yeah, I didn't really watch. I don't really watch him.
I don't. You don't have to watch him. You don't have to agree with his viewpoints because the Israelite community is on his case. But let me say this: as a viewer and watching some of his content, he helped Aaron and that woman to whereas they didn't have to work for the man for a while. Fam, they made over 100. They showed the receipts because on Discord, 100,000 each, fam, on Cash Apps. That's unheard of because the people was up late at night, and he came up with the idea of instead of people going out in the street hanging out clubbing, let's hang out in the club.
Yeah,
That's
hang out
smart
online.
business. You got to give credit to him for that, man. And so now other content creators is doing that. The thing with Sharon and the Brownsville dude, they doing it on the hood side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The hood support, but bro, you're not on you got to get the real supporters, man, that could bring more espionage to your channel. But the hood is gonna come and leave quickly. That's
Yeah.
If they ain't seeing no booty shaking, they out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Reg, he messed up, man. He should have, because he like I said, he was one of the first to do this stuff. Like, he was one of the first. He should have kept the bounty. You know what I mean? Like, kept the bounty, but like make it fun, make it so more people can participate in it, and then that way, and then make it so, like, the person won't get kicked out for the whole duration. Like, I'm not trying. So me personally, I'm not trying to kick you out for the whole duration. Just when I'm on the panel.
So what's your take on what Joe said about it? What's your take on that? I want to hear your
I'm
perspective.
the only negative thing that if someone who was talking about something that's interesting only get kicked off or something like that. Like, I mean, I guess I don't know. If somebody's talking about something interesting, I mean, I think if somebody's talking about something interesting, they wouldn't be kicked off the panel. I think the bounties are for, like, if you have like issues with somebody.
Yeah,
y'all going at it.
Money, yeah. Talk with your money.
Y'all going at it, and you tired. You don't want to argue like I did with AC. I didn't want to argue because I already had dealt with enough effery the night before, and then earlier that week on Soul's channel. So I was I was out of it. Like, I wasn't really up there to argue. So that's why I did the bounty.
Yeah. Shout out to Soul, man, because I remember I did that classic, saying, Joe. And here's the thing, he didn't appreciate it, man. That's why I stopped. Kevin doesn't deal with him. I don't deal with him because I brought my hard-earned funds to you. Yes, I'm kind of successful at the same time. Like, he didn't appreciate his true contributors, man. And I was like, yo, you don't even contribute back to other people's platforms. You cannot talk about, this is my thing, he can't talk about Big J and anybody else that don't support, because I don't know Big J support other content creators. From what I know, from what I've seen, Big J supported more content creators than Reg, respectfully.
Yeah, like Obsidian, like Obsidian, like the Manosphere content creators.
Yeah, so I gotta give Big J that, because you talk about the dude, okay, he talk about you, but when I look at the support, Reg don't support other content creators. I know you're watching Reg, respectfully, you have not supported other content creators, even the people you close to. even the people you close to. That's the crazy part. The people that really rock with your platform, you don't hit them back up. So why do you want these other content creators or other viewers to support you? You had your chance, man. You could have been a serious 6-figure millionaire guy, man. Like real talk, because people rock with you because they could relate to your stories and taking care of this and that. But hey, that's on him, man. I could give the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Because I already experienced it already. I lost a lot of money on YouTube. But I already experienced it already. I know what it's like to get 5,000, 10,000. I already know about that already.
He wouldn't be a millionaire, bro. He wouldn't be a millionaire. He wouldn't be a millionaire. but no. Come on, Rob. A lot of people on here are they're not. A lot of people on here. A lot of people.
You say I'm being facetious now?
A lot of people on here are not millionaires, right? They claim to be, but they're not. They're really not.
Okay, so no, they're not. No, they're not. But it's only a few far between. But go ahead. In all seriousness.
Yeah, because a lot of people are not millionaires.
He would have been. But here's my thing: you have to invest back into your YouTube. So of course you're not going to be a millionaire, because the people I rock with, it was already. They spend a lot to invest back into their business. So the equipment I got ain't cheap. You're talking about 1,000 and up, man. I'm not talking about the show microphone. I'm talking about other stuff. So you're right. You're not going to be a millionaire on here, but your investment is going to be you're going to spend close to a millionaire. That's what I'm saying, Don. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, man, there's a lot of these dudes on here ain't got money like that. They really don't. They really don't. Because I don't want to like put my business out there like that. But I know people who make a lot of money, like a lot of money, like on my offline life, and they don't act nothing like these people on here.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that.
They don't act nothing like these people on here. And then you got to think, man, like you got to get so many views to make money off of this YouTube stuff.
So who is millionaires on here?
You got like your Mr. Beast. You got your
Kynet's not a millionaire.
Who?
Kynet, the one that was trying to be.
I don't know. I don't know much about him. He could be, because he does like game streaming and stuff like that, right? And he has like millions of subscribers. He gets millions of views. Yeah, he could be. He could be.
Was Kevin one or
Kevin Samuels? Kevin Samuels?
Yeah.
Hell no.
He was close to what you're saying?
Hell no. I don't think he was close. No, not really. I don't think he was even. I think he was making decent money, but I don't think he was close to being a millionaire. Hell no. Because he was just starting to blow up. You gotta think about it. He was just starting to blow up before he passed away.
I'm asking you a question, brother.
Yeah.
So anybody in this sector.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's not say millionaire. That's true.
In this space,
say at least 6 figures. At least 6 figures.
Yeah, you got people. You probably have people here making 6 figures. Yeah, I mean, maybe a few of them making 6 figures.
Okay, that's all I want to hear. Yep.
But what I'm saying is they try to act like they are making that type of money, but once you go into the cost and the cost of producing these videos and paying people to help you with these videos, it ain't really that much more than what the person makes working a decent job. You know what I'm saying?
I do agree with that, because it depends. I would say this. So depending on my video, it could go from $5 for 1,000 views.
Yeah. To
$50 1,000 views. Okay.
But it all depends though, right? It all depends.
It depends on the content, yeah.
Yeah, it all depends on the content. Like so one of my son's friends, mom is a full-time YouTuber. She got damn near 1 million subscribers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she ain't no millionaire, bro. And she does content that everybody can watch. Like everybody can watch. She doesn't do like, her niche is like what everybody will watch. Everybody. It's not like what we do in our small little, our small sector.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, she does stuff that everybody does. You know what? Let me give me a second. Hold on.
Go ahead. Shout out
She's
to everybody tuning in.
Yeah. Give
Yeah,
me a second, Rollo.
yeah. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Make sure y'all get the lights up. Share this content if you want to share it. You know what I'm saying? We're having a good conversation. Me and Don Gordito. This is good. This has been going on for almost 2 hours. I didn't realize that. It goes to show you when you're having a good time, time flies, right? She says, "Fats YouTube life is nothing but stunting and being around actual people who make you the viewers is the ones with the money. That's the thing. Like I was saying earlier to Don, like there's some people on here that watch these content creators and they could make some serious money if they on point.
Yo, okay, Rollo. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
All right. So my son is right here. So you said she has like 500K, right?
Yeah.
Can you hear him?
yeah, I hear.
Do you think she's like close, like even remotely close
No,
to,
not even close.
not even close to like, let's just say, like a high six-figure earner?
No.
No, right? Right? Because it's a lot of work for those videos, right? And is that what she tells y'all? And she has 500K subscribers.
Yeah, you have like million subscribers.
Right. And then she does a channel that everybody watches, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I needed. You can go back now. Hello?
Yeah, yeah.
You
No,
hear
I know, but that's what I'm saying, Don.
Did you
Like,
hear him though? You were able to hear him, right? Okay.
Yeah, I heard him. He's telling the truth. That's what I
Yeah.
was saying to you. When I was getting serious money on the cash apps, I invested back onto the YouTube. So
Mm-hmm.
it takes time. Just like the people in the industry are not technically millionaires. That's why they do shows. You got to do other things to make your serious money. You don't make that
Yeah.
much money on here.
Yeah, it's gonna
You-
take time,
yeah.
right? I agree with that.
Yeah. That's all it
But,
is.
but the thing is, especially like in our
Now
space.
sponsors, hold on. Now I gotta say this.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you got sponsors, you can eventually become a millionaire within 2 years. If you got sponsors and your thing is clean, because that's the key. That's the key. Like if you get sponsors to want you to sponsor their stuff and they pay you good now. Now that's not hold you because you could because certain sponsor, I know a YouTuber that a sponsor, I don't remember what it was, but you can make a decent amount, man, per month. You know, to sponsor MTR before he lost his sponsorship, he was crying because it's not how much you make on super chats and cash apps. The key is if you could get a sponsor, just like how LeBron makes more of his brand with his Nike than what he makes on the court, right?
Is that true? I don't know.
No, it is true. You can make more money on your brand, like the Nike deal. He makes more than what the Lakers is giving him.
But again, that's a LeBron James though. There's only one LeBron James, right?
I'm just using examples that
There's-
mediocre tutorial
right,
reviews had,
right, but-
had sponsored. That's how
Right,
he got
but
that
what I'm-
big house.
Right, but what I'm saying though, there's more MTRs on YouTube than there are LeBron Jameses in the NBA. So LeBron James is going to get a sponsorship that makes a lot of money because there's only
Just
one.
like Shannon Sharp. That's how he's making. He's not making his money based on the views on YouTube and the super chats and the cash apps. And
But again, that's Shannon Sharp though, right? That's Shannon Sharp.
That's my point.
He's an NFL Hall of Famer, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's an NFL Hall of Famer. Shannon Sharp has been in entertainment for decades.
Mm-hmm.
MTR is no Shannon Sharp.
I know, but he was one of the few that we have to give credit that did get a big sponsor.
Oh, I don't know, Rollo. Maybe I don't know the ins and outs.
Sponsors don't give big money.
Why would my thing is why would they have to if there's like 500 MTRs on YouTube?
I know that, but I'm just asking you an example. Do you make more money doing sponsor? Do you think most YouTubers make more money when they sponsor than what they get?
I don't know because I don't know how much sponsors pay.
Okay, that's true.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
That's all I'm gonna say on that. Let's see, we having a good conversation. This is a good back and forth. This is healthy because Don, if you put on that thing, right, your thing that you work for, you could have somebody, not say in the medical field, somebody in the industry be like, hey Don, I like what you're doing. Hey, I want you to sponsor this.
Yeah.
So it can happen. It can happen.
Right,
It's not
right.
a regular person could get sponsored too. That's all I'm
I,
saying.
I understand. I understand that. Like in hello.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, I understand that, but and then like a company that works in a medical, a medical company can might want to sponsor me or whatever. But what I'm saying is like I'm not gonna make. They're not gonna give me a lot of money because there's like hundreds of me on YouTube.
But never say that. Let me tell you why you never say that. That's like me
Okay.
saying that. That's like me saying that I will not ever reach my milestone on the internet or reach my actual milestone being a millionaire. If I
Okay.
tell myself that, that means I'm not worthy. Don't
Well,
ever say that because you could.
I'm never gonna be. I'm never gonna be a millionaire. But guess what? I'm not trying to.
I'm not saying you're trying to, but what I'm saying is never short yourself. As a man, I never short myself because you're a responsible man. If
Correct.
that's like saying you can't travel no more because you travel so many places and you've
Nah,
been more
traveling.
places than me. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
you don't ever say something that you're not
But
capable of doing.
traveling is more realistic than me being a millionaire. Like
I
I'm for-
understand that. I
45. I'm
understand.
45 years old. I have more days. I have more days in back of me than ahead of me. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be.
I'm
The
not.
only way I'll be a millionaire is if I get a house in Boston, and then through my assets and real estate, I'll become a millionaire. But other than that, I'm not, and I'm okay with it. That's not me. Go ahead.
Age, our age, yeah, because you're 45, right? I'm 46. We about
Yes.
close. Same.
Yes.
We a year apart. We're a year distance. Let me say this, right? I'm talking about me. I feel more youthful now than I do in my 20s. I don't know how to explain it. I know this they didn't call back. Anything can happen, but man, I'm more youthful now than I was in my 20s and 30s, Don Gordito.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's because of me being in Florida. Because one thing that Brazil, yes, said something important. When you go to another country, your life extends. I agree with that. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. But when you're in a cold climate, your body, you tend to age more quickly and things become more surreal. But when you're in a warmer climate, you become more youthful. You got more pep in your stuff. That's like when you went to Jamaica, you could see somebody in their 70s and 80s don't even look it. They look youthful. So it's all depends on the environment and stuff like that.
I mean, listen. I hear you, but I'm being realistic, and
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. But I'm not, and I think that's a part of the problem too with these content creators on here. It's like you guys are reaching. You guys are like, and I don't want to say you guys. And I don't want to include you, but I'm just saying like when I say you guys, I'm just saying in general. Like you're reaching for Jupiter when you should be reaching for Mercury. Like right, you should be realistic.
Yeah,
And
of
I'm
course.
I'm being realistic. I'm not gonna be a millionaire, and I'm okay with it. Just because I'm not
You're doing things right now that most millionaires ain't doing. That's my point.
right, but what I'm saying is just because I'm not a millionaire, that doesn't mean I can't live a good life. You see what
Well,
I'm saying?
true,
Just
true.
because just because I do make six figures because of the expensive state I live in, but even when I wasn't making six figures, that didn't stop me from living well.
Right, of course. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And that's what I'm saying.
All
We
I'm
got to
saying.
get out of that. Oh, I gotta make this amount of money because I want to be like this person because I see that person doing well. When, like I said, those people could be renting those cars that they're driving. Those
I'm not
people could be
disagreeing.
renting those clothes. Even the clothes, they could be renting the clothes that they're wearing.
True, true,
They're,
true.
they're probably paying those. They're paying the women that they're talking to. Like you never
That's
know.
facts. That's facts. Even
Yeah.
I pay old girl to come on my show. I know. Listen, let me say that's another thing. F
Mhm.
and F, all of them do it. If you're gonna
Mhm.
bring somebody to come on your show, you're gonna have to pay. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, I don't. Yeah, that's fine. Like if you know somebody and you want them to come on your, like if I was doing a interview yeah, I would pay the person to come on.
In
But I'm talking
person,
about,
yeah, in
yeah,
person, yeah.
but I'm talking about dude. I'm talking not just dudes and people, women do it too, who pay like if they do like like you see those gold digger videos or those videos when they try to walk up on women and talk to them, like they're paying those women sometimes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're not telling you that they're paying them,
of
but they're
course.
paying those women because they want to give you the illusion and they want to make you think that this is real, which is when in reality it's not. And that's how they get your money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And what I'm saying is, hey, it's not nothing wrong with wanting to, make a certain amount of money. It's not wrong with that, but you should do it because you want to do it, not because you
You,
want to be
nobody else want to do.
something
Yep,
that,
that's
yeah,
right.
that you want to be something that you
I
want to
want to
be
be
something that.
something in my family that only if it's like honestly, I'll be the first one in a long time. That's what I'm gonna say. I'll be the first
Yeah,
one in a long time
yeah,
to be that successful. You
yeah.
know, because it's not for me; it's for like my future generation. Because I'm gonna say this. This is another thing, Don. I want to say this.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see our future generation better. That's coming up. That because we see it right now as adults
Mm-hmm.
that they're gonna make it harder for them. We cannot play this game. They're gonna try to make it harder for them. And the youth, when we was coming up, we was out in the park and everything. If you think about it now, the way things are now, the kids are more on their phones, more on
Yeah,
their
they're
gadgets.
more on the
They're
gadgets.
not being active. So
Yeah,
that's a concern, Don. That's
yeah,
a concern to be a young man and a young lady and you're not being active. So by the time you reach 20, you're in the hospital. Bro, I see a lot of young people, teenagers in the hospital. I'm like, when we was coming up, that was very rare. Unless you got beat up, you got
mm-hmm.
shot, Lord forbid, stabbed, the
Mm-hmm.
usual. But people are going to hospital young because of their weight. And yo, bro, this is why we gotta make sure we take care of them because they're taking away certain seeds, certain things from America. We cannot ignore that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you gotta make the sacrifices to make sure they're good so they don't get caught up in the web. Go ahead.
yeah, and that's what, especially if you have kids, that's what you as a parent should do. But just because the parent doesn't make, so and so amount of money, like if you want to raise kids, you got to make a decent income, right? You have to because kids are expensive.
Yeah,
But just because you don't make six figures, like Kevin Samuel said, that doesn't mean you can't invest in your child to have a better future.
I agree. I agree.
Okay. That doesn't mean you can't, you may not be able to afford to put him into a football camp or put him into a soccer camp, but you can buy a soccer ball and go out to the field and practice soccer with him. You can buy a football and go out into the field and throw the football with him.
Do
You
that.
can
True
buy
that.
you can buy a used bike, right? You can buy two used bikes and then go on bike trails and ride bikes together. Like you can do things.
Well, let's talk about the food because
Hmm.
we want to be there to see our kids grow. And
Yeah,
nowadays, you don't know, Lord forbid, if you're gonna see your kids and grow because of what we eat. Even in the Bible, it says not to overindulge. That's a sin.
overindulge. Yeah,
Yeah,
overindulge.
and
Yeah,
so we seen that a lot in America, the overindulge because we're not getting the proper. Man, I remember when I was in my 20s, 30s,
because because we like to eat
it
junk
was
food,
better.
and we like it. Oh, come on, man. We like eating that pizza.
That's like entertainment. You might as well
We like
say it's
eat,
entertainment, the
yeah,
effery.
we like eating steak and cheese with extra cheese.
Yeah, that's effery.
We like eating those Krispy Kreme donuts fresh out the oven. We like that, but it's okay to eat it. We just got to learn to eat it in moderation. That's all. We got to learn to eat that stuff in moderation.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I used to get a whole box of Krispy Kreme, like a box of 12. I can eat that whole box in one sitting. Okay.
Hmm.
How much sugar you think that is?
A lot.
How many carbohydrates you think I just ate? 12 donuts or a bag of
Man,
Doritos.
now that's
Yeah, a
woo.
bag of Doritos, a big bag. I'm talking about the party size bag of Doritos, not the regular size bag of Doritos. A party size bag of Doritos.
Oh, now
Me
that's a lot.
talking, just me talking about. I'm fiending for it now because I haven't had Doritos in a long time.
Oh no, don't do it.
Just me talking about. I'm like twitching. I'm like twitching right now.
Don't let that don't
Doritos.
let that spirit get to you now.
Bro, I can eat a whole bag. Like I used to do, and I did it multiple times. I can eat a whole bag of Doritos in one sitting. I can eat a whole large pizza in one sitting. So, like I said, I understand what you're coming from, but a lot of it is us, man. Like we gotta have more control over the things that we do.
True,
And
true.
we gotta practice moderation. Like if you want some pizza, get you like 2 slices. Get you like 2 slices, eat it with a salad, and drink a lot of water. That'll fill you up. Don't eat a whole large pizza like me. Don't do that.
Yeah.
And that's what you instill in your kids. And then too, you gotta make sure your kids go to the doctors, get their physicals.
Yeah.
My son now he's been doing blood work since he's been 11. He's been doing blood work. So they test for cholesterol, his A1C, they test for like iron, vitamin D, all that stuff. All that, man. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be active in your child's life. You gotta be active, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. That's why I don't get mad at people when they say that they don't want children. Like I don't get mad at that because it's a lot of work. It is. It's a lot of work, man.
It does make you a better person though, too, in a sense.
I
If you're on point though, you're gonna make mistakes.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna make mistakes, especially if you didn't have like parents growing up that were decent, like you know what I mean, or like parents that showed you how to do certain things. You're gonna have like it's a learning curve. Like I'm still learning. I'm still learning. You know, I've done some things that I regret doing, but like I said, I was ignorant about this parent thing. I didn't know, so I corrected it, and then I made sure that I won't do it again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
This is a good one, man. This is a good one, man. This is part 2. It's getting better and better, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Like, dog. If I tell you, dude, I used to eat out almost damn near when I used to eat out literally almost every day. Almost every day, I used to eat out. I used to eat out. And I wasn't feeling good. Like I wasn't feeling good. Like I would wake up and I would just feel like I'll just feel like groggy. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't feel good at all. I feel so much better now. And I would like always have to use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy, fam.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah, facts.
So,
man, this is a good one, man. Any other final assessments you have?
Nah, man, just like I said, just live your life, stop worrying about what everybody else is doing all the time. I know, it's human nature. Like we're gonna be nosy, but
right.
Put more of that focus on yourself than other people, because you don't know what other people had to do to get where they are.
That's true. You don't know.
You might not want to do it, and you might not want to do it once you find out what it is. So
I do agree with that, because it took me a lot to get where I'm at, man, online and offline, and I went wishing on my worst enemies what I dealt with. So you're right. It's always a price that comes with it. Anything you do in this world comes with a price, man.
It does.
Anything you do.
It does. And life is hard, man. Life is hard. I mean, I tell my son, I'm like, you can think that you did the best of something and still not make it and still fail at it. That's just what it is, man. You just got to keep, like Curtis Mayfield said, keep on keeping on.
Yep.
Keep
Yep.
on keeping on. That's how I do. That's what I do.
I appreciate you coming on. Y'all go check out Don
All right, man.
Gordito's channel. You know what I'm saying? He'll be doing some things soon over by his channel, man. This is a good one, man. I see you got a few subscribers, so I know you don't be on as much on your channel, but I will say this, Don, your editing is off the chain, bro. It's off the
Yeah.
chain.
'Cause- so the thing with YouTube is like your channel can't be all over the place like mine.
Yeah.
Like if it's gonna be traveling videos, have a traveling channel. If it's gonna be like the meme videos I like to do, have it, have the meme videos. Like you can't just be. I'm like a ping pong ball, man. I'm all over the place, and that's like the main issue with my channel. But that's cool though. That's what I want. Like if I want to play a video game and post it, I'm gonna play a video game and post it. If I want to do a meme video, I'm gonna do a meme video. If I want to do
it goes BS right there, man. He coming at the end. BS. You know what, Don? I got a lot of good feedback. That people love our combination, man. I want to hear your perspective because a lot of people love our combination, man. They love the combination of our talk. I got
going back and forth. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I enjoy it.
Yeah. They think we twin brothers. I saw somebody said it. The photo when you took your photo.
Oh yeah.
They thought you was me.
Yeah, I'm not as tall. Like you're what 6'5", 6'6"?
Yeah, 6'5". Yeah, 6'5".
Yeah, I'm 5'10", man. Like
I said that's funny. It was a woman who said that had me rolling. They thought you was me in that car. I said, "Oh man, that was funny, man. That was I had to get a good laugh, man. That was I took that photo because with the thumbnails, man, I'm getting better at it, man, because it does help. It does for those who view. The first thing they're gonna look at is your thumbnails before they look at the conversation, man.
Yeah.
That photo of you, man, got the $1 million smile, bro.
Oh yeah.
Talking about you going to Obsidian's thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, man, that thing's like that. The what is it? The Man's Fair meetup. That thing's like, what is it? I know it was on sale for like 300. It's probably more than that now.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'd rather take that 300 and go to like go see the Houston what was that team? The Houston Texans or something, or the Rockets.
The baseball team?
No, the Texans, the football team.
Oh, you're gonna go down there to see a football game this year?
No. I'm saying if I were to spend 300 to go to Houston, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go see the Texans or the Rockets. Like I'm not gonna go to a meetup.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to them. Like I'll support them, but I'm not trying to do all that. I'm trying to go enjoy Houston. I'm not trying to be around. You know what I'm saying?
You try to see. You can try to get into the limelight.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to see what's up, man.
Well, the football team is good, man. So if you go there, that football team is going to
go. What I'm really thinking about doing, though, this is serious. Like what I'm really thinking about doing is I want to see. So I basically been to every in NBA. In the Eastern Conference, the Atlantic Conference, I've seen Toronto home game. I've seen the Celtics, of course, Philly home game, New York Knicks home game. I've seen Brooklyn away, but what I want to do is I want to complete it. So I want to see Brooklyn at a home, and I want to go to Miami and see the Miami Heat at home, and then I'll complete that division.
Yeah, shout out to Joe for the support, man.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. And I also want to go to the West Coast because I want to see the Lakers in Staples.
Mm-hmm.
So
you haven't been to the Heat? You haven't been to the Heat Orlando yet?
So I've been to Orlando. I've never been to an Orlando Magic game. No.
Okay.
But see, Orlando's in the East, but in the South Conference, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So they're in the conference with they're with the Atlanta Hawks. Now I've seen the Atlanta Hawks live. I've seen the Atlanta Hawks live, but I've seen Orlando away. I've never seen them at their stadium.
Yeah.
But I want to go to Miami and I want to do Brooklyn. So I might do those two this year.
Matter of fact, I'll meet up if you let me know behind the scenes or send me a message because I will definitely catch a Brooklyn Net game. I know it's going to be massive, not expensive because there ain't
Yeah.
nobody there.
Ain't nobody exactly. Ain't nobody there. So I said, let me get it now while I can.
But I'm going to go to I will go to their first week game. So I don't know how your situation, how your schedule looking, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go when they play
Okay.
their first game at home.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to get that season ticket in Orlando Magic because they're going to be good. Oh, they're going to be good this year, man.
Orlando?
Yeah, they're going to be good. I'm not saying they're going to be on the next level of Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah, they up there with them because they got old boy from Denver. What's his face? Damn. You know who I'm talking about? Old boy from Denver that came off the bench. I can't remember his. Somebody put his name in the chat. We got a few players, man. But the Knicks is on your tail, bro. The Knicks is on your tail, Don.
The Knicks?
Did you see who they got?
Yeah, they got
Mikal Bridges.
Mikal Bridges, yeah.
They got another wing defender, so they
So
made
you talking about Kentavious. He's playing with Orlando.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes us a better defensive team.
Mm-hmm.
Their upcoming team. Orlando, Indiana is an upcoming team. Like Oklahoma, though, I think Oklahoma could come out to the finals. Yeah.
Indiana can score, man. They just got to play better defense. They can score though.
Yeah, fast.
Yeah, the Knicks are good. They're gonna be good this year.
Yeah, because they're gonna have problems. Because now you're gonna have to really guard. Because now they got multiple offensive. If it just depends on the coach, man. At the end of the day,
right? Because
now, like Tatum, he gonna have multiple guys throwing at him. Jalen Brown. Whereas Jalen Brunson don't have to do too much defending now. That's man.
Yeah.
If y'all tell me Derek Wright and your boy from Milwaukee that plays for the Celtics won the championship, it's gonna guard
Drew Holiday.
Okay, so who y'all gonna guard? Who's gonna guard who now? Who are you gonna put on Brunson?
Yeah, I know.
Because Derek White gonna have to guard Mikal Bridges and the other dude gonna have to call Jalen. And the thing with Jalen Brown and Tatum, they don't like to play defense that much.
Yeah. We'll see. It's gonna be a fun year. So that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to, like I said, I want to do Brooklyn and I want to do Miami to now finish that
conference.
That conference.
Yeah.
Then after that, I'll be good. Like,
but I want to see a Laker game. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's what I'm saying.
Game.
That's what I'm saying. I want to go to Staples. I want to go to Staples too, and I want to see the Knicks. No, I'm sorry, not the Knicks. The Lakers and Sacramento. I want to go to Sacramento too and see Sacramento.
Yeah.
I want to go to Golden State too, but I think that's what, like 5-6 hours, 8 hours from LA,
something like that, maybe.
Yeah,
I think so.
See, I don't know if I want to make that drive.
Oh, my boy Ramin, he does traveling a lot. He loves to drive, man. Shout out to him. He's another traveler. He traveled the whole states and certain parts of the world.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he's a contractor. So they pay him. That's another thing, man. We were talking about funds. Like, he's doing pretty good for himself, man. Like, he ain't got no children. Yeah, he's like in the six figures, but he does YouTube for fun, you know what I'm saying? But I told him, like, yo, man, you should do live because you travel, you love to drive, man. It's a lot of good driving videos, if you want to.
Oh yeah. But
yeah,
the LA thing might be. I don't know if it's going to be next year.
It's overpriced, but I'm not going to hold you.
LA,
I would do it just because I said I did it. I don't want to sit in the back. I really want to sit close to the front. I'm not going to hold you. So I know it's going to be about what, 2,000-3,000.
Nah, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna. I mean, if
What
you in
was
the
you think?
front is gonna be like that. But no, it'll be a couple of because I think the tickets and the Laker tickets are cheaper than Celtics tickets, and
Let's
it's
look it up.
definitely,
Let's look it up right now.
it's definitely cheaper than the Knicks tickets are expensive.
The Knicks is very expensive, especially this year. Lakers tickets. Hold on a second. Let's look it up right now.
Yeah, but the tickets in like Orlando Magic, they're gonna be they're less expensive. Like Orlando, Miami should be less expensive.
Well, I go to Ticketmaster, not Ticketmaster. What's the StubHub? What's the name of the
I go to Ticketmaster.
You go to Ticketmaster? I used to go
Yep.
to the off parties.
Uh-huh.
I forgot their name. Okay, let's go to Ticketmaster. Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing music concerts too, man. I love music concerts. Like I'm going to see Buju at the end of this month.
Oh, that's what's up. That's
Buju
what's up.
Banton. But you know what, man? I ain't gonna lie to you. I think New York, they have better concerts because like they have so many special guests that come out. Like with SWV, when they were at Madison Square Garden, Method Man came out
Mm-hmm.
and they did the Anything for You remix. Method Man came out.
Okay.
He didn't come out. He didn't come out in Boston. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I'm looking at season tickets. I mean preseason, right?
Yeah.
Just to sit at floor 27, row 5 is $622 each. God, just for a season ticket for Minnesota at Lakers. I'm like, wow, just to sit closer to the front. Row 121 is row B, which I guess that's courtside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's about 1,000, like you say. So
Yeah.
courtside gonna be about close to 2,000-3,000, like you said. That's true.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to sit court. I mean, if I was going by myself, I would do the court side. But if I'm taking my son with me, I'm not gonna do $3,000 each for a ticket.
Mhm.
But if I was by myself, I'll probably eat that because it's an experience for me. But with him with me,
No, you gotta take him there. You gotta,
exactly. I gotta
That's
take
not
him there with
fair.
me too.
Yeah, if you do it and he can't do it, yeah, you want to do it at the same time. So yeah, that's
Exactly.
yeah. So at least you get that. So at least for both of y'all, you're sitting near the front row, probably
Right.
about 1,200. So that makes sense. Yeah, you got to take. Of
Yeah.
course, you taking your son. Come on now.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Like for me, I'm not. I don't have to do it because to me, I already did courtside seats already in Brooklyn and other stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
But like, okay, I sit next to the celebrities. Oh, what's and Ronald, you it'll give me a lot of views on my internet.
Yeah.
But then it's gonna be a lot of people like, oh yeah, how he get those tickets? You know how this goes with the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not a baller.
Because you
So
could
I'm not
see,
trying to
because
sit courtside.
it's like you could see them. It's like you see these celebs all the time, so it's not a big deal to me.
Right.
But I don't mind sitting courtside. I'll probably do it because I
Mhm.
want to see LeBron like fake. Like I want to see. I want to hear that. I always hearing about you sit at the front. It's like you never be the same in Lakerland. But I'm like, well,
You never be the same
Anywhere.
any stadium, anywhere.
stadium. That's what I'm saying.
Anywhere. You sit in the front, dog, you're hooked.
Yeah, that's definitely to another level, man.
You sit in the front, yo. That's why I sit in the front when I go to these games and stuff, man. You're hooked. It's I'm addicted.
It's a drug.
It's an addiction. It is. It's a drug. It's like wow.
Yeah,
It is, man. It's better than in having an OLED TV.
yeah.
It's better than having an OLED TV. I'm telling
Better
you.
than watching it on your YouTube channel, man. Because I don't think that's another thing. Where a lot of I give some of the content creators have shown they've been sitting courtside. Tommy, Angry Man.
Yeah.
You know, they showed that.
And Angry Man's in Charlotte. Them tickets are like they're not dirt cheap, but them tickets
they're
are
not dirt
way
cheap.
more. They're way more affordable than New York and Boston.
And Lakers, yeah.
So, because when I was sitting in the front with Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
those tickets were just $90.
Yeah.
So with me and my son, that was like 200. That was like 200. 200. Shoot, I paid when I was at the Knicks. I was lucky. I paid 250 for them seats. So that was 500 for me and my kid.
Mm-hmm.
That was 500, half a stack
This is funny.
for a basketball game.
I like Phil's funny. She's funny. Appreciate the support, Phil. She said sauce size off the pocket. Get to the Well, they got an interesting stadium in Vegas, man.
Yeah, I haven't been to Vegas. I want to go to Vegas too.
Yeah, that
I want to
stadium.
go. I want to go to Vegas. I want to go to Vegas too. But for right now, like I said, I'm trying to finish up that bracket. I mean, the conference. I want to see the Lakers and Sacramento, and then like as far as football, I want to go to Dallas. I want to see the Cowboys in Dallas. I want to see they're not in Dallas, they're in Arlington, right? Is it Arlington?
Yeah, Arlington.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see the Cowboys. I want to see I was going to go to Green Bay last year.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to go to Green Bay last year, but I didn't at the last minute because Green Bay tickets are hard to get. Like you got to hurry up and get those quick. But I've always wanted to go to Lambeau.
They fans, yeah.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Lambeau. And what I'm thinking about doing this year is going to see the Giants at East Rutherford.
I already did the Jets thing already, so yeah.
Yeah, but they're playing Philly. Saquon Barkley plays for Philly now, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so I want to see how that's gonna go. So I'm thinking. I was actually looking at the tickets today. I'm thinking about the tickets. The cheapest tickets are going for right now on Ticketmaster. They're going for like $200.
200, yeah.
Like 180 to 200, 180.
I know the Jets is going to be more because of these players they got.
Well, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, they're going to charge more, but I should go definitely see a Giants game. I already seen the Jets. I already met the owner and stuff. So
yeah.
Oh man,
I've seen the Jets like 3-4 times, man. I've seen the Jets already. I want to see the Giants. I've seen the Giants once when they came here.
Yeah,
but I want to see the Giants at home, and I want to see them play Philly.
That's good. Get that ticket for you and your son. Facts.
Yeah, it's gonna be expensive, but I think I'm gonna have to do that.
Then you got I've been to the Carolina Stadium because you've seen the video of that. I've been to the Tampa Bay Stadium, and during my birthday week, and then I've seen Jet Stadium, Patriot Stadium.
Yeah,
I seen Baltimore Stadium already.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but the Charlotte one, what's the name of the team?
The Panthers.
The Panthers. That stadium is off the chain, bro. It's a beautiful stadium. Yeah,
I gotta check that out too.
Carolina Panthers. It was about 10 minutes away from Hornets Arena.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta check that out. But yeah, that's what I'm looking to do. This year going into next year.
Yeah, get those goals going, man. For real.
Yeah.
I got to get back out there in the entertainment world myself, man. Spend a minute.
But I'm seeing Buju he was already at Madison Square Garden. He already went to New York, but he's coming here.
What you call the guy out of prison 2 weeks ago? Five Cartels, man. Yo.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he got out 2 weeks ago. I don't know what Kelly said in the chat. Yeah, he got out 2 weeks ago. And he was on Lisa Ray on Fox News in New York.
Okay.
So that woman he got engaged to, been by his side from another country. She got stopped doing her work to make sure he was good. That's a good woman, man. He's still with her to this day.
Yeah.
So he's saying that he's gonna do a concert real soon.
Okay.
I like Bob Cartel, man. That dude's
Cartel?
Real deal, man. Okay. Yeah, he's the real deal.
Yeah. I like Bounty Killer, Buju. Beanie Man's. I like Beanie Man. I like Beanie Man.
Elephant Man.
Elephant Man's all right. I like Capleton.
Capleton, yep.
Lady Saw.
But
Buju's my favorite. So I'm definitely when he's going to be here the last Friday in August. I'm going to go see him.
That's what's up.
I'm going. I got to.
Of course, man. Of course.
I got to. That's one of my favorite artists.
Get them reggae booties in front of you too.
I know. I'm gonna be in the front. You already know. Doing my little 2-step.
They'll teach you, man. Them buddies will teach you how to do reggae.
I used to know how to do that stuff, but like I said, I'm old now, man. I don't want to break something. I don't want to pull a muscle.
Oh, shit.
I used to do that back in the day.
But them older Jamaican women still can move, bro. That's the crazy part, man. I ain't gonna hold you. They can still get it in, bro. God damn, man.
Yeah. you going to the West Indian Festival in Brooklyn?
No, I'm gonna be at the site, man.
Okay.
Because I got this contract, so I'm not gonna see it.
Yeah,
I will see the one. I went to the one in Orlando, and the one in Miami was off the chain, bro.
It was.
Oh man, I feel like I was in heaven, man.
Was it as good as the New York one?
Puerto Rican one in Orlando, because I had a video, but it's like it was copyrighted, so I had to take it down. They didn't let me keep it up. The Puerto Rican one, the Puerto Rican women's in Orlando is off the chain. Oh my goodness, man. They look delicious than the ones in New York, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Really?
Yeah, because they more connected to the island. It's not far, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Like the Puerto Rican ones in New York, they like hood, but the ones in Orlando, they more conservative. They don't play.
Yeah.
Like it's a different bracket.
Yeah. But I haven't been to the Caribbean Festival in New York in like ages. So I was thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Man. I was thinking about because I'm chilling with my brother's doing a fishing trip.
I heard the one in Canada is even better.
Yeah, the one in Montreal. Is it Montreal or Toronto?
Toronto.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that one. I don't know. We'll see. Because the one in Boston is good too, but everybody's somebody's always getting shot.
Yeah, even in New York too.
Yeah. So I want to do, maybe I'll check out the Toronto one. Maybe we can go do that one.
Yeah, check.
It's just that drive though, man. Like that drive. I don't like that drive, man.
So you don't want to take the plane then?
Because the planes are expensive.
True.
They're expensive, and then like when I get there, I gotta get a car anyway. So it's like I might as well just drive.
Yeah. You might as well drive.
I
drove to Ontario, man. It's just a headache getting through that customs, man.
Yeah, it depends on what time I've never had an issue, but it just depends on what time of day you go.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't even pull you over. You just go through. Sometimes you ain't got to go. Do they let you go through? Because somebody told me that. I don't know if it's true. Because every time I went, they check your thing. If they see something wrong, you have to check in. Did you ever have to check in like a second time with them?
Nope. I go right through. Like they ask you for the passports. Mm-hmm. And then when I have my son with me, I got to show him a letter from his mom, like the travel letter.
Yeah.
Basically saying I'm not kidnapping him. So I show them that, and then they let me go. They don't check. I'll tell you this funny story. So I went with my cousins one time. We was in like Niagara Falls, and what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? So the liquor, because Niagara Falls is like a tourist area. The alcohol there is mad expensive. So what they were doing, they would go into Buffalo, like they would go.
You said it was last weekend.
It was last weekend. Oh, damn. So they would go to Buffalo because the alcohol was much cheaper in Buffalo. They would go to Buffalo and get alcohol and then bring it back over the border. And then they would ask them, "Do you have anything?" And they were like, "No." They were like, "No." And they didn't get checked, and they would go. They did it multiple times, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "You are crazy." I was like, "You guys are crazy." I was like, "You guys are crazy." And one of my, I don't even know I should be saying this because I don't know who's listening. I'll just say one of my family members snuck some a weed over the border while it was still illegal here in Massachusetts. It was still illegal at the time. He snuck because Canada it was legal before it was legal here.
Right.
Yeah, he snuck it over from Canada. I'm like, dude, I was like, you're not riding with me.
Right.
I'm like, you're not riding with me. They know I'm a square. I'm like, you're not riding with me, man. You're gonna have to ride with somebody else.
Yeah.
If I get stopped, I'm snitching.
Yeah.
I'm snitching. Like I'm not losing what I have over a little bit of marijuana. That's crazy.
Facts. Yeah, it depends on the time of day. You're right. They were stressed out that day, but we ain't had nothing. Me and my sister.
Yeah, I've never been. You know what's so funny? I'm gonna tell you this other story before we go. So when I went to Africa, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went with my ex-wife and her family.
Right.
So we didn't have to write any I didn't have to fill out a travel form because we were both going with our son. We were both going together.
Right.
But I left but so the only thing with the duty free is the fact that you got to get back in the line. Like, I don't know if it's worth it because you got to get back in the line and to go over the border. So they probably were just like, well, they got to go back over the line anyway. They might as well just go all the way to Buffalo and get it and come back. But so coming back, like I left before her because I had to go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I was there for a week and a half. They were there for 2 weeks. So again, I'm in America. You know, I'm chilling. I'm back home, and I just so happened to be awake. Like I didn't get jet lagged. I just so happened to be awake.
Mm-hmm.
She called my phone and she was like, "Yo, they're stopping me at the airport. They're not allowing me to travel because they think that they're thinking that I'm trying to kidnap our son, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So I had to take a screenshot of my passport. I had to write a letter telling them that it's okay for her to bring my son back to America.
Wow.
Yep. Because they weren't gonna let him go.
Man, they be on it, man. God damn.
They weren't gonna let him go. Nope. Because they were like, they need the permission from me to allow him to come back here.
Yeah. Good thing you was up, man.
And I just so happened to be awake. How
long is that going through that water? Because you know what I'm saying? I know for me, when I went through Johannesburg, it took a minute, man. That water was so long. I was like, 5 hours, 6 hours just looking at water all day, man.
I think
from London, 6 hours.
I think from here to Portugal is like 6 hours, 6 hours.
6 hours, yeah.
And then it's another like 5 hours to Cape Verde.
Yeah.
So that was the truth. And then once you get to Cape Verde, if you're not staying on the main island, you got to take another plane to the island that you're going to.
Correct.
So it all depends, man.
So for me, it was about 13-hour, 14-hour flight, man. I'm like,
yeah. That's why I know these people.
London is strict, bro. London is strict. When I got into London, man, oh my gosh, because they writing is different. You got to be careful.
Right.
They English is upperly words. I'm talking to this person. They like, "Where you from, America?" I say, "Yeah, I need to try to get to this such and such." It was a connected flight, but them connected flights is a pain in the behind. But it's beautiful though, man. The London airport is beautiful, man. Oh,
yeah.
And Johannesburg too. But it's just that lag, man. And it took me a while to adjust back to, Eastern Standard Time.
Right. Right. Exactly. What was I gonna say? Yeah. What was I gonna say? But that's the thing, and then people wonder why, like, you know how they get on the passport bureaus. They're like, well, how come you guys go to DR, or how come you don't go to like Africa and stuff like that? But it's like, yo, it's far.
Yep, it's far.
You know what I'm saying? Then if you're working, you ain't got time like that to be, because you got to basically spend a day traveling.
Yep.
You know.
and then when you get there, man, they ask a lot of questions sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Yeah.
if it's your first time going there. It was my first
Yeah.
time. They was
Yeah.
asking me serious of questions, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm here for this. I'm here to see this. I'm here to see
Yeah.
that. You
Yeah.
know anybody? I don't know anybody. I'm staying at this place here. I rented out from these people. All these deliberate questions, but I was just confident, man,
Right.
because at that time, because it's not too many Americans going to Johannesburg because of it's a lot of conflict right now.
Right.
I ain't even get
Right.
into the politics thing, so that's another thing
Yeah.
of why a lot of people ain't going down there.
Yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying. But that's why DR is easy. DR is a straight flight, man. Straight flight across the Atlantic. Straight flight, and you there. So that's why people go. It's easy to get to, and it's still somewhat affordable.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta have a lot of money to go to Africa, man. A lot of money. He got a question for you, Joe.
Yeah, I told him. Yeah, I did, and
Yeah,
that plane was huge, and you didn't feel any turbulence.
right.
That plane was huge, and they give you meals,
Yep.
and they give you snacks, and they give you like whole meals. Yep, tap, and it was the Portuguese flag colors: red, white, and green.
So when you looked at the water, like me, I seen sharks. I seen the ships. I was at the window. Of course, the most expensive seat is the window.
Hmm.
I love being around the window, man. That was beautiful seeing the water, man. I ain't gonna see sharks and you know tanks and all helicopters and all that. Seeing all types of different things going on.
Was it
Yeah,
a big plane that you flew?
yeah, it was. It was. Yep.
Yeah. Because that plane I flew to Portugal, man, that plane was huge.
I give credit to British, man. British Airways is good, man. They
Yeah.
good people, man. They
Uh-huh.
good. You know,
I've
yeah.
yeah, I've never been in a plane that big before in my life. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like a military, yep.
Yeah. And
But
I'm
they
like,
got fine. They got some fine flight attendants. Woo wee! I'm like, here,
I'm
take
like,
the
I'm
tip,
like, one of these
take
days
the
I'm gonna have to
tip,
fly.
baby.
I'm gonna have to fly international first class. One of these days, I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah, that'll be a good experience for you and your
Yeah.
son.
One of
Yeah,
these,
yeah.
one of these days, but I'm gonna have to work. I gotta work for that though.
I got a question for Joe. I know military. Do they allow the military to fly first? They should, man. There shouldn't be no question. Be like the military people. Do they allow y'all to fly first class? They should, man, because y'all did a lot for the country.
Yeah, exactly. But yo, I'm about to get off here, man.
Yeah,
I
about
gotta
to
get
get on out of here. This is a good one, man.
bed. I'm about to go to bed. Like I said, man, old man, time for me to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm about to watch this Netflix and stuff.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
All right, then, man. This was good.
this is a good one, man. Just
All
let
right,
me
peace.
know when you want to do another episode, man.
All right, cool.
All right,
Peace out.
peace. All right, everybody. To Joe, to Pierre, thank y'all for the support. Thanks for the mods for tuning in. Those in the chat, thank y'all for the likes and the shares. Those viewing in the clouds, appreciate it, y'all. Until next time, I see y'all on the next one. We're gonna play a song on the way out. Hold on, I'm gonna play a song for y'all on the way out. Let me get it set up right now. Let's see. No, I can't play it because I'm monetized. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy out here. Peace out.